Welcome back, everyone, to Chumps and Champions, Session 2. With me I have Mike Vensileren, our DM, our wonderful, amazing DM. Me, I'm playing Bo, the Barbarian. We have Chaos Master playing Elduin, the Warlock. We have Ali Saurus Rex, new name, playing Gwen, the Monk. We have Nophalom playing Gurgle, the Cleric. We have Carpe Horror, newly Twitch affiliated, playing Delta, the Artificer. And we have Thumbit playing Fall, the Fighter. So, as a slight change from last week, we have a recap to do, obviously. And I sprung on the rest of the guys an idea that I had. Well, not an idea that I had. An idea that I wish to steal from another podcast. Where we roll, and whoever gets the lowest roll on a d20 has to recap last week's episode in their character voice.
Wouldn't it be boring if it was me?
Yeah, kind of. But let's hope not, right? So
to make it interesting, I'll just switch from one character to another.
I'll let you instruct us to roll the dice. You're the DM.
All right, I'll roll first. Go ahead and get this out of the way. So whoever rolls the lowest, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
So whoever rolls the lowest has to do the recap from the last episode.
Yep.
All right. I rolled a 19. It's not going to be me.
All right.
Drew, you're next. Do it, Drew. Do it. Roll. Do it.
You're muted, dude.
Well, I rolled a 10.
That's not too bad. There's 5 more people to go.
Not too bad.
All right.
All right.
I got a 6.
Oh, buddy. All right. Alex.
I got a 10.
Okay. Nalf.
I got an 18.
All right. Rob.
Oh no.
You're muted.
You got a 16.
You can't unmute. Oh,
You're
God.
muted. I can't hear you, dude.
I got a
What was it?
16.
16. Okay, Carpi. Save
I
me.
got a 17.
Cool.
17.
Right. I guess it's me then. So I'll do this in Bo's voice. You'll have to stop me if I get anything wrong.
Before you start, I do have to step out for like 5 seconds. Adam just got here. My dog's going fucking nuts.
Right. Well, while I'm going, I might as well just go. I guess Ven's the best person that could tell me if I get it wrong. Last week on Chumps and Champions, Bo, Elduin, Gwen, Gurgle, Delta, and Fall met each other for the first time. We were piled into one room when these two fuckers came in, and they asked us a lot of questions about us. We didn't really know what to answer, a lot of us. Then they took us to the field, and we had a big fight. And, well, to say I overperformed would be an understatement. After me, Gurgle, and Gwen cut down the other team victoriously, we were taken to the bar where we spent the rest of our night drinking a significant amount of ale and playing cards. And then we were told we would be going to the shops the next day. There you go.
All right. Good recap. Good recap. Yo, so he's not even here. I don't know what she was barking at.
Oh, cool.
No idea. She just went ballistic for no reason. So
Yeah, well.
we're just going to ignore that.
Yeah. Dogs are
So-
dogs.
Yes, welcome back to Chumps and Champions. That was our glorious recap, as stated by Bo the Barbarian. All right, does anyone have any announcements or anything like that? I guess we should say it. The first episode.
We have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, it is
That's
up
the
on
big
YouTube.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a YouTube channel specifically for Chumps and Champions, and the first episode has been edited and uploaded onto that. So if you missed the first episode of Chumps and Champions, be sure to go on over there and check it out.
Yep.
Do we have any other announcements before we begin?
Not for me.
No?
Not for me.
All right. All right. So we will go ahead and jump into the session.
The only announcement I have is that I only just press record. So the VOD is going to miss out that beginning bit. Oh well, it's fine. We've done that. This is the play bit. The play bit. Yeah, this is the important bit. At least I remembered now.
Yeah, I'm glad you remembered now. Oh, live streaming. Okay, so. Alright. So are we like 100% ready to start? We're good?
Oh, we are 100% ready to start. You guys are just going to have to like scream at me to remind me to do that every single fucking episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we don't want to lose 4 hours.
So.
You can still download it off of Twitch.
That's true, I could download it off of Twitch. Oh well. This is good.
So. A warm morning light filters through the windows of the living quarters of the Ivory Crest. Located to the left of the main guild house, each of you have your own private rooms, where you slept the previous day's exhausting efforts fighting each other off, and now you all sort of stir awake. It's not quite mid-morning, but it's not early either. The previous fight left you a little tired, so you all slept in a little bit, but you can hear the stirrings of the other guild members as they all awake and begin heading out to the main guild hall, presumably for breakfast prepared by Kristen. So, what would you all like to do as you rise from your quarters?
Gurgle was like up as soon as the sun was up because the night before, obviously, he's been well fed, probably for the first time in his life, and it's just like, oh, it keeps coming. He'll keep feeding me. So he's there, like at the table, legs swinging, drumming on it, going, yeah, food, because he's very excited for breakfast. And this is like before Kristen even started. He's there when he arrives downstairs, like first thing. He's like, because he's just really happy to have food, and is now quite enjoying the fact that he's not at home.
Absolutely. So, what about the rest of you? Gurgle has risen quite early to go and get his food before Kristen has even prepared it, but it is currently being cooked.
Our Bo would be down there pretty fucking early. Yeah, he would be. He's an early riser. He'd be down there straight away. Maybe a little bit worse for wear, sleeping off the hangover. But he's just gonna get. Maybe he's asking for a pint of ale as well, just to kind of like ease up. Bit of ale and some eggs and bacon will sort him out. He'll be good.
Of course. Also, I do want to point out that the living quarters are in a separate building from where the tavern portion is. So you would have to like leave and go outside and then go to the main guild hall. That doesn't really affect.
Yeah, he's walking a very slouchy walk right now over there.
Yeah, gotcha. What about Elduin?
Yeah, no, he slept pretty well, pretty comfortably. So he probably would have just gotten up around decent time to head on over, get some food.
Okay. What about Gwen?
She is an early riser as well, but she hit the gym first, and now is gonna go get some breakfast.
Okay. Foal?
Well, I will be the first to say, Foal is not an early riser, and will probably be one of the last ones out there. Will immediately, as soon as he walks in, go join Gurgle at whatever table he's sitting at.
Okay, fair enough. And Delta?
So, Delta, since he's just sort of a conglomerate of metal and wood with some eyes, he doesn't really sleep or shut his eyes ever. So, he's actually been sort of tucked away in one of the corners of the room, either like probably just on the floor. Doesn't really like to sit on things. He likes the ground. And he's just been resting there, but also observing everyone. he likes to take in that information. So he actually thinks Gurgle's pretty hilarious. He'd probably never say that out loud just yet because they're not too close, but he thinks he's really cute over there, swinging his little leggies. And Acorn is a heavy sleeper, so she's actually curled up in a bunch of little like cloth scraps in my lap, just sleeping.
Oh.
So that's
adorable.
how he spent his night, just observing people.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so I would say let me get over here to. I need to. Sorry. Here we go. The music should change.
It's working! We already have less issues than we did last time.
Woo! We'll figure it out slowly but surely as the episodes go on. So, as the morning light filters into the tavern portion of the Ivory Crest Guild House, you can smell cooked meats, ale, and fresh bread. Even some pastries for those who have a sweet tooth. You can hear the conversations happening and the already fighting tension between a few of the guild mates that are already having morning arguments, whereas a couple of the senior members shut them up quickly. But you all gather around, wondering where Foal is. As you all gather at your table together, Kristen walks out with a platter of food, and you see him in his he's got his apron on and like an olive green tunic and like dark brown pants, and he's got like the well-kept beard and the edged up hair. It looks quite nice. And he just kind of walks up with platters of food on his arms, and he says, "All right, first off, I've got a ton of bacon and potatoes for the little one. Here you go, Gurgle. Who ordered the flagon of ale?"
That'll be me.
A little early, don't you think? And he grabs it. It's a big flagon.
It's a little late if you ask me, mate.
Sets it in front of you. Fair enough. Who am I to judge? And he begins, he's got all of your food, and he begins setting it out. He kind of stands back with this empty, like, tray, and he says, "Where's the big one?"
Oh, I don't know, I think me and the monk here may have cut him down the size a little bit.
Well, I will say, never underestimate anyone around here. He may get you back.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, let me know if you need anything else. I'll be cooking for the rest of the guild currently, but just wave me down. And he turns and walks away. It is at that moment you see the doors open and a shoulder-slouched, exhausted-looking foal like makes his way through the door, almost like a scene from a Western movie, except instead of like a badass cowboy, it's an incredibly tired-looking Goliath, where the doors swing open and he's just like, ugh. So Foal, you walk in and you like look around and you see your compatriots sitting at one of the tables together.
Bo raises his ale towards him with a like cheeky grin on his face.
Right.
And when Foal sees that, he's gonna very sluggishly just wave back and walk in his direction.
Okay. So you can take your seat at the table, and you guys have free reign in the tavern to have whatever conversation you wish to have.
So I did rain. Go on, hit me. You go.
What do you think they have for us today?
I thought he was going to take us out to town, see what, see if we wanted to buy anything. Right?
I would think so.
I mean, they gave us all that gold. I've got no fucking idea what I'm going to do with it.
Probably good to stock up on some potions.
Not me, mate.
Have you come to your senses then, smuggler?
What do you mean?
Are
You sticking around?
now?
I will say, this is much more money in one day than I've made in a week at my old guild. We'll see where it goes.
And you, Gurgle. You're still happy? You're still happy here?
A Gurgle has food, Gurgle happy.
Oh, brilliant. Perfect. We'll keep that in mind.
Now that I think about it, you two, Gurgle and Bo, you said a voice brought you here, right? Or am I mistaken?
Yeah, no, yeah, sort of, yeah. You could say that.
Two people
What does
brought
that
me
mean
here.
exactly?
Well, it's a long story, mate. Basically, I don't know. I was brought here, but someone sent me here. Put it that way. Someone I trust very much sent me here.
Someone you trust very much but don't want to mention.
Well, I don't trust you very much, do I, smuggler?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So at this point, Kristen comes back over, and he kind of puts his hand on the table in front of you and says, "It's about time you woke up. What can I get you for breakfast?"
I need meat. Just anything with meat.
Well, we've got plenty of that. Anything else you would require? Your friend Bo here decided to partake in a morning ale. Would you like one as well? I also have
Give
coffee.
me 2 flagons of ale.
Yeah, I'll have 3 as well, mate. Thanks, mate.
2. All right. And he walks away and he brings. You said you're gonna get 3. Bo?
Yeah.
Okay. He brings back 5 flagons of ale. Puts 3 in front of Bo and 2 in front of Fol.
And I move one of the flagons over to Gurgle.
Because I believe Fol has sat. Am I between you two? Am I between like two really tall?
I like the idea that you're sat between the two of us while we're having this conversation. Yes, yes, I do.
I'm
That's fair.
Gurgle is quite like, as soon as you say I need, like as soon as Fol says I need me, Gurgle's like, no, mine. But he's got his little rat friends on the table too that he'll share with them because they're little and they won't eat everything. But he's not so sure about a Goliath. He's never shared dinner with one before.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So as you guys are sitting here having your morning conversations and getting to know each other a little better, Kristen comes out with the meat that he promised Fol. You see a large platter of bacon and cut ham and a couple of pieces of meat that you're not familiar with. There's definitely some sausage there. He just sets this large platter of meat in front of you. Enjoy. Anything else I can get you, or do you want me to leave you to conversation?
We'll be fine.
What do you think they do here? Like they can just feed us all this stuff, and they give us 150 gold just for turning up. What, like?
Adventurers Guild.
Are you saying that while Kristen's
No. I've waited. You're gone.
Okay. Yeah. You're having that conversation amongst yourself.
I've worked for people before, and they've never treated me like this. I mean, I must say, I'm pretty happy with things so far. But what do you think they do here?
All sorts of things, apparently.
We've given them nothing. We've given them nothing yet.
Well, we showed them what we can do.
On each other.
Right.
That's it. They didn't even know you were going to stick around.
They, for some reason though, assumed I would.
I think they know more than they're letting on.
Maybe.
Gurgle knows what they do.
Yeah?
They deal with bad goblins.
I mean, you'd be the perfect person to deal with bad goblins, wouldn't you? Because you're a good goblin, right? The only thing that can stop a bad goblin is a good goblin.
No, big rock works. Big rock works.
Oh no.
What about you, little blue one? What do you think they're here for?
Me? Alright. They probably just take a cut of the treasure. Yeah? So, if you went to kill something, in theory, that had, like, a hoard, like a whole mess of treasure, I imagine you wouldn't get to keep the whole thing.
They do
Like
seem
a
to have a
finder's
dragon
fee.
theme around here.
Yeah,
I don't
so...
get to keep all the treasure.
No, I mean, that's the only way I could think that they would be able to afford all of this, is that they take a cut of rewards.
All I'm saying is you don't get something for nothing. And they're giving us a lot. So what are they going to expect from us? What's
I mean,
next?
that is kind of how a guild works.
What, they just give you shit? Why isn't everyone joining guilds?
I mean, there are a few people who join guilds.
As you say that, you see an individual kind of slide into the seat next to you, Bo. And you look over and you see the Air Ganassi form of Rin as they kind of slide in and they say, "What we expect from you is results." I thought
Well-
that was right. This is a guild of adventurers, yes?
I mean, I guess so, yeah.
To explain a little more, because it seems as though some of you may have found your way here without understanding what an adventuring guild does. People hire the guild. Yes, they hire the guild for multiple things. They give us jobs, they give us contracts, and we send our people to go and fulfill those contracts. We get a cut of the pay. They get a cut of the pay, as well as any rewards or tips that the customer would give those that have it.
Oh, yeah, no, I understand. So we're mercenaries then?
In a way, you could think of such a thing, but with more of a moral code. If that makes sense
Right,
to you.
I see.
And health benefits.
How come we haven't heard anything about this moral code?
Seems to be implied.
It's a bit more of a common sense thing.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Don't commit any crimes. Don't murder anyone that you shouldn't murder.
I look at Fall. I'm not sure. He seemed a little bit keen on the old bloodshed yesterday.
I just like killing things, honestly.
Alright, we'll have to point you in the right direction, won't we?
As long as you kill the things that are meant to be killed. I hope that you understand that. So, before you sit here too long wondering what your day is going to consist of, I was going to have Euphoria and Gerald give you a tour of the town, but they are previously occupied. Euphoria's wife has come down with something. So he is unavailable, and Gerald is in his research. So I have given them both this duty off, and I am going to send you, as a group, together into Farhill to explore the town, do any shopping you might need to do. At the end of the day today, we will be discussing your first contract as an adventuring party of the Ivory Crest. There are several options. You have a certain level of... To explain. The quests and contracts that we put out here, you must be of a certain skill set and have a certain amount of power to take some of them.
You explained yesterday.
You are currently at the lowest level. There are a few options for that currently. You will be assigned one of them of your choice as a group at the end of the day today. So, while you are in town, be sure and get anything you may need for the road. Some of these quests and contracts can be quite dangerous and will have you on the road for long periods of time.
Just out of character, like, are you intending that we buy like literal supplies, like food and shit, as well, or
Whatever
like,
you think
are we
you may need.
tracking? No, I mean, like, are we actually tracking like how much
Ration.
food we need for like however much travel we're planning on doing and stuff?
Oh yeah,
I would assume so.
Yeah, no, cool, that's fine. I just like, yeah, that's fine, cool.
absolutely.
I just
So,
wanted to get that out there, like, so I know. Yeah,
There
yeah.
are you can buy fine food and things like that.
Yeah.
But there are also just rations.
Yeah.
One ration will last you an entire day.
Cool.
It's a
That's fine.
day's rations. So like if you buy rations, buy however many you need.
Honestly, like, yeah, I just wanted to know, like, if I'm gonna go into town, like, and buy stuff, then that will obviously be something I'll need to know. Yeah, yeah, cool. That's fine.
Rin reaches into their little side pouch. They have like a belt with like a bunch of pouches and stuff. One of them looks. Do we have any casters? Not really. Oh yeah. Do you use components, Elduin?
I don't,
Okay.
but I would
so
know
you-
what a components pouch is.
Yeah, you see a components pouch.
Okay.
But they reach into a different pouch and they produce 6 small amulets and lay them on the table. There is a fine silver chain on each of them and what looks like a platinum coin in the middle with the symbol of the ivory crest, the profile of the dragon, or the dragon's skull. I'm sorry, carved into it with colored gemstones. It looks incredibly valuable. These mark your affiliation with the Ivory Crest.
Alright.
It could get you a number of places, but I want you to understand that while you are out doing whatever it is you may end up doing, while you are traveling, while you are taking on contracts, while you are adventuring of your own volition, if this is on you, you represent the guild. So do not do anything that would tarnish the name of the guild, yes? As long as you understand this, then we are good. The guild does get discounts in town. Show them this amulet, and they will give you what you need. Not for free, but at a discounted price.
Cool.
So, that is all I have to say. I am going to enjoy my own meal in my private quarters. I leave you all to your day. Try not to get into too much trouble in town, yes? Farhill can be an interesting place. They look at Elduin. I assume you made that face.
Yeah, no, in game. Yeah.
Yeah, they look at you and they just kind of smirk and they say that. And then they stand up and they say, so, have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the evening to oversee which quest you pick. And they walk away. And you are left in the middle of the tavern surrounded by just loud voices and there's a bard in the corner that starts to play like some music and stuff. So you kind of have to like talk over the loud noises, but you guys can continue to talk and do whatever you want. The day is yours.
Well, Gurgle's grabbing his pendant. I don't think I described it properly last time, but basically because he showed like signs of being a cleric, he was like immediately given robes. But in my head, they're sort of made for a dwarf because they're a bit bigger than him. So he's like swamped in these robes at the moment.
It's like,
And he's
like,
immediately put this on, and it's just gone. It's somewhere in like within the folds, because he was given robes and an apology, because they didn't have anything smaller. But it's all cinched up with his belt. So
Yep. So, real quick before we continue, I just want to make sure. Did you guys get the link that I sent you all about the adventuring gear?
Heck yeah.
I'm currently looking at it.
Oh,
Perfect.
yes.
Oh, as I explained before, this is considered downtime. So as you go and explore the city or whatever, if there's anything on that list, it can only be the things on that list. If there's anything on that list that you want, but you're like, I don't really feel like going and looking for a place that would have this, or I don't want to roleplay getting this, you can just subtract the gold and add it to your inventory on your character sheet on Roll20.
Okay.
However, if you do want to go and roleplay getting it, then you can. There are stores that hold... Yeah, all of this stuff is sold in town. But there are also other things like blacksmiths and armories and things of that nature that you will have to go and roleplay to buy stuff. So
if we use this list to buy things, what would be the discount from the guild?
okay, the guild gets a 10% discount on
10%.
everything.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Might
firstly,
be well
they
that.
give us 150 gold each, and then they say you show them this, and they'll give you money off. Like, do they run this town or something? Like,
Possibly.
what's going on here?
They protect it.
I mean, maybe. Right. I shoved the pendant into my like pocket and I carry on drinking my ale.
Is that the pocket on your loincloth?
No, he's got tattered rags. He's got tattered rags.
He's just got some like wash rags held together by string.
Basically, like quite literally, basically that. Yeah. Basically, like just rags and there's a few pockets here and there, but that's it.
It's just some pouches sewn onto his belt.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. He has a belt.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so what do you guys want to do? Like I said, the day is yours.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
doing
let's go
some
shopping.
math for. I mean, we can definitely go shopping. I'll accompany anyone who wants to go shopping.
Yep, same.
All right,
Bows up for anything.
go out on the town.
All right. So, if you guys are moving out of the guild hall and to the town, as you go out, you do see the large gated stone walls that surround the guild, the plot of land that the guild sits on. So as you go to leave that, there are a couple of individuals standing at the gate. They see you leaving. They don't even say a word. They just open the gate. And there is a road that leads out. You see it merges with the main road that goes eastward, and then it loops backward behind the guild, the premises of the guild. And you can see it goes down a hill, and you can see number one, you can see the massive river that is the Sapphire Trail, that flows around Far Hill. And you can see, of course, as you walk out, just the massive mountainscapes that just sit behind Far Hill. 'Cause Far Hill is literally nestled between just this massive foothill area of the Frost Peak Sierras and just this miles-wide river called the Sapphire Trail. So that's the first thing you see, and then you see the town itself, which is like in between these two things, and there's a road leading down to it. There are kind of like, I won't say, they would be considered city walls, but they're not like, they're very welcoming looking, I guess. They don't look like it's like big intimidating walls to keep everything out. It looks like it may be more for an aesthetic reason. They're very pretty walls, decorated with banners of the town. And the banners that you see as you approach the town and make your way down this hill, the banner representing Far Hill is this like gray banner, like a light gray, and there are snow-capped mountains in the background, as well as at the bottom of the mountains you just see this like twisting blue swirl representing the river. And those are just all over the walls. You see a large gate that is just already open. And you see people walking in and out of the town. You can see beyond the walls a menagerie of different types of buildings. Most of them made of like this dark gray stone with like a dark wood, but it varies. I mean, there's other kinds of wood, other kinds of stone, but they are all very much that stereotypical fantasy aesthetic of buildings. Not every building, but most buildings. And you can see roads and alleys that go in between each building. From high up on the hill, you can actually see a large town square to the center. And you can see off towards the riverside, there seems to be like a dock ward that kind of goes out into the river. So, that is the city of Far Hill, as far as you can tell. Oh, big detail. on the eastern side of the city, toward the mountainside, you do see a large tower that kind of like stands up above the rest of the city. So, you guys make your way into the town proper. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do? You see a couple of guards around the walls, but it's mostly just people walking around doing their daily business.
Gurgle is a little bit furtive about, because usually when he goes into towns, it's with his tribe, and they're basically scampering through the dark to grab an excess of food. He's also like trying to hide something because he's got something in his sleeves, but he's quite obviously eating some bread that he's just scarpered with from the tavern, and it's probably also a lot in his pockets. But he's just sort of following and trying to sort of keep in people's shadows and
Right.
he's attempting to draw as little attention as possible, but in doing so, probably drawing more attention to himself.
Gotcha. People do notice you, but something Gurgle would immediately notice is that the people of this town, there are some like double takes, right? And at first you're like, oh, it's because I'm a goblin, they're gonna freak out. But the look that you are met with is not the one that you're used to. They like look at you and then they're like, oh, and they just keep walking. It's not a feeling you're used to.
Well, in all honesty, guys, I've never really had this much gold. I'm not really sure what to do with it. If it were up to me, I'd be going to the pub. So, I'll follow you guys.
You very well can save your gold.
Yeah, might I suggest that you don't announce loudly that you have too much gold. Like, maybe don't.
Oh, I think I'll be quite alright.
It does seem like he can take care of himself.
Yeah, but, like, at what cost?
Fair enough.
I don't need attention drawn to me.
I think there's enough attention on us, given that we are a dragonborn, a little goblin, a robot with a tiny dragon, a Goliath, an elf, and a monk that looks like she's made of water. I reckon we might attract a little bit of attention regardless. We're hardly conspicuous.
Mike, as we're like walking around, like, how diverse is the town of like the people?
Quite. This is not a town of like usually when you walk into a town, and I guess if you are, for those of you that are from Cayman and you're from the Freelands, you guys would be much more used to this. I don't know if anyone here is from the Freelands. I actually don't think they are. I don't think anyone is.
I mean, technically, I'm from the forest by the Freelands.
Yeah, so not all, but a lot of the cities and towns in the Freelands are incredibly diverse. Very much a, like, mostly keep the town gates open, and like as you look around, you don't just see humans and elves and dwarves. You see half orcs and a couple of full orcs. You see halflings as well as like some kobold. It's very much a like a couple of times you're like, this is so, it's almost jarring, I would say, but reassuring in a way. The town seems very accepting of anyone, really, from what you can tell at first glance.
Yeah, so like we wouldn't necessarily like stick out just because of the mismatch of races.
I will say, definitely not because of the mixed match. Yeah, definitely not because of the races. But
I would still have said that because I don't know that.
Yeah,
but yeah, but like, just, like
that's not like a first glance thing. That's more of a like paying attention you kind of figure it out eventually. But like, it is very noticeable that you are adventurers, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And also that we're new.
That's
Yeah, I
very
imagine
good.
we're all pretty like, yeah. I mean, I would be like pretty like wide-eyed as to all of the things going on around me.
Yeah, and also Far Hill is not like a massive city by any means. It is considered a city, but it's a very small city. So,
Elduin's not phased.
yeah. No, this is among the smaller places that you've been. So what do you guys want to buy? What do you want to do? The city is yours. You can go literally anywhere.
So,
Go ahead.
okay. So
I'm
Foal's
buying
gonna
useless stuff.
Foal's gonna kind of look for like a potions store, a merchant that sells potions, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Merchant that sells.
Are we gonna like all go with them, everyone? Are we gonna all go wherever one person goes? I feel like that's, yeah, that makes sense.
Some other people
Don't
wanna go
split the
somewhere
party.
else. We could.
We could.
We're at level 1, but we could.
Yeah,
It's up to you guys.
I'll go with.
It seemed implied, like.
Yeah, no, I
we
want to go with.
Travel together. As a group, as a band
That is
of
entirely
pals.
that is entirely
Oh.
up to you. I'm not going to force you to travel together when you're in town and stuff.
I do want to say that when Elduin took his amulet
Mhm.
crest thing, he put it on his side with the lantern.
All right.
Can I just ask who's probably like visually the most confident in this group at the minute? Like in this environment? Is that probably Elduin? Yeah.
Probably.
I think Foal probably looks pretty confident about being in the city too.
I would
Yeah.
say
Elduin is very used to being in cities.
Elduin, Foal, and probably Gwen.
Yeah. I always have an air of confidence about me.
Yeah. I'm just thinking
Oh,
about
she's
like
arrogant. God, okay.
I'm trying to think about who.
I'm an
would've-
officer in the military, so take that as you will.
Yeah, you three definitely would have been the ones to like experience cities far bigger than this one. So
Okay. In which case, as after getting past the initial like jarring realization that people are sort of looking at him going, "Oh, you're new," not like, "Oh," he's gonna look at those around him and sort of try and they're walking like this, and they seem to be quite happy. And
Oh, it's gonna be thick. That's adorable.
yeah, they seem to be blending in. So Gurgle is going to do that, but he's proper capering because he is wearing robes that are slightly too big for him.
yeah. All right. So you guys are looking for a potion shop.
Yes.
So
Yep.
Yeah,
I'd probably look for a general store at some point, but yeah.
okay. Out of curiosity,
Mhm.
how do you plan on finding this potion shop?
Could ask around.
Just go to like the market square, like the main kind of shop area, and usually like the popular stores are kind of right on that strip.
I don't know. I think you want those back alley potions, right? The good shit.
Maybe to give to enemies, but for me, I prefer.
That's pronounced poison, not potion.
Yeah, no. Foal's gonna start heading to where he thinks the town square area is, and hope that people follow him.
I imagine, yeah. Can we see like I guess we'd see carts and stuff moving along in one specific direction if there was like a market area.
Mhm.
So like, would we be able to see use that to kind of see where the traffic seems to be flowing roughly
If you guys
around?
If you
towards?
guys are, if you're looking for the main market district, you could easily find that. You know exactly what direction
cool.
to go because you could see it from like Far Hill was like over a hill.
It seems like a good place to go, regardless.
So so like you knew what direction it was in and everything to start with. So yeah, you guys can. It's kind of just a straight shot from the gate that you entered in. So eventually, as you're walking down this like mud and cobblestone road, you can hear the clopping of horses as they bring carts and wagons through. and the footsteps of people and the speaking of people as they kind of make their way through, and you're kind of like making your way through the crowd. Almost like think about like Ren Fair, if you've ever been to Ren Fair. Very much that kind of experience where you're like kind of like dodging in between people and like making your way through any kind of fair, really. Just less festive because it's just a town. But eventually you guys come out into this large open area where you can see it is a circle. In the center, there is like this large statue. And it's more like a 3D. It's not really. It is a statue, but it's not of a person. It's like a large 3D carving of what is on the banner of Farhill. And then there are like some light posts around with like these like lanterns that hang from them and things. But the sun is fully out right now, so you can't really tell how much light they give off. But around the outside of this circle, there are many shops and like there's even like little gazebos and things where like and like overhangs where people have like set up little shops and stuff like that. So you're looking for a potion shop. Go ahead and roll, I would say, a perception check.
You want all of us to do it?
Sure. You guys can all roll a perception check.
Why not?
I'm ready whenever.
Alright,
cool.
So we'll start with Fall. What did you roll?
17.
17. Alright, Elduin.
19.
Alright, Bo.
19.
Gwen.
15.
Noth.
17.
And Delta.
I can't remember how to do this.
Oh, you
Can't I
can.
click on something to
so you-
do
Yeah, you
that?
can click on your character sheet, and then
Yep.
in the skills you can find perception, and just click on the word.
Do you remember how to roll on Roll20?
If you just click
Don't
on
you
the
just
word,
yeah,
it
you
should
just
do
click
it
the
for you.
word.
Yeah,
I
if you
think.
click on the word, it just
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
rolls
yeah,
it for you.
Roll20.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Where are skills?
On the
What the heck?
core page.
On the character sheet, core,
Yep.
and then
It's the fourth box down from your name
on the left-hand side.
with the loads of stuff in.
You see where it says acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, athletics, all the way down to survival?
Yes.
So click on perception. Like just hover over it, it'll turn red, then click on it.
Okay. So tiny. I think I got it.
Oh,
Yep, you sure did.
you did.
That's an 8.
Man.
Ah,
But-
you can increase the size of it. By the way, there is a little
Whoops.
magnifying glass in the top corner.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that is okay.
Yeah, I think we rolled enough 19s.
I want to go to a bookstore.
Oh, okay. Alright. Are you sticking with the group or are you splitting off and doing your own thing?
I'm gonna stick with the group for now.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty. So, you guys all rolled pretty high. So I would say you definitely do find a there's like this off to the eastern side of the circle, or eastern direction of the circle. There is this like kind of older looking it almost looks like it's made of like driftwood. The wood looks old, and there's like almost this algae that seems to be growing up the sides of it. You can see from between the shingles that line the roof, there's like flowers and vines that seem to be coming and hanging off the sides of it. And on the front, you see a like rusty sign that says the Bitter Leaf.
Okay.
So, and there's like a little front porch kind of deal with like rails, and there's stairs that go up, and then there's just a single wooden door. The door looks taller than you're used to. It looks like taller than a normal door. It's like noticeably taller than a normal door. Like it looks like what a normal door would be for like fall.
Looks like this might be your place.
That's where I'm headed. I'm gonna walk to it.
Okay. So you walk up the stairs. As soon as your foot hits the stairs, you just hear this like creaky wood, like quite a loud creak to where you can hear it over the crowds of people. Do you just go in, or are you gonna knock? What would you like to do?
I think Foal's just gonna go in, just not knock, just try and open the door and walk straight in.
Yep. The door opens. Well, first off, when you get up to the porch, you can see light coming from inside, though vaguely. The windows themselves seem almost caked with dirt or grime or something, to where they're almost frosted. But you can see the shapes of like leaves and vines and things from inside, in between the light that shines from inside. And as you open it, you're immediately hit with the smell of like potting soil and like mildew. You open up and you just see shelves lined with like overflowing jars of plants that like vines are hanging down from. There's like hanging plants that are just like the vines are untrimmed and leaves and vines and flowers are like hanging off of it. There are tables with bottles set up all over the place, as well as like a large bin to your right that's just got like, it's just filled with, I don't know, would Foal know what an herbalism kit is?
Probably not.
Okay, so you see these little bundles of tools and things. You're not sure what they're used for. And then to the right you see more shelves with potions and like little vials of things and more plants that are just kind of, plants seem to be overtaking this place. And as you walk in, you see a table at the back, with a couple of large chests on it, and there's an individual standing in front of that table with just this like large brazier, and he seems to be like mixing something up in it. And the first thing you notice is this individual is at least as tall as Foal, though far more like hunched over, wearing like dark greens and browns and things. He's got like a mess of red hair on top, and his skin is like a slightly darker gray than Foal. He does not look like a Goliath, but as he turns around, you see like this like kind of scraggly beard, and like this like shiny snub nose. For those of you who know what a furbolg is, this is a furbolg. And this individual turns around and says, "Customers, welcome. Come on in. What can I do for you?"
I'm gonna turn to him and I'm gonna say, "I'm looking for those potions that make you feel better after you've been in a fight."
And I know I'm outside at this point, but I hear that, and I just start laughing. We did get him good, didn't we?
Does anyone else enter the potion shop?
I do as well.
Would.
Okay.
I do not.
Alright.
I'll kind of awkwardly hang around by the door.
Okay, so Delta and Bo are the ones that are outside still. Like at the door. Everyone else, you see this individual kind of like straightens his back, and just this very kind face and this large smile, and says, "Well, I believe I can help you with that, sir. My name's Mayala. What's your name?"
My name's Foal.
"It's nice to meet you, Foal." And he like reaches out his hand for like a handshake.
Foal's just gonna go straight in and shake his hand back.
Right. Okay. So I need, yeah, here we go. So, he says, "So you're looking for healing potions, right?"
Yeah, that sounds right.
"I've got a few of those in stock. How many are you looking for?"
I don't know about my friends here, but I'll go with 3.
3.
I'll be fine.
Three healing potions will run you about 120 gold.
So when he says that, I'm just gonna reach into my pouch and take out 120 gold and put it on the nearest table, or...
I'm gonna like be shouting in. Make sure you show him your pendant, yeah? I'm assuming he's not wearing it, right?
Oh no, it's sorry, I forgot to. He put it around his neck.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty obvious to see it.
Okay, right. I wouldn't say that then.
Okay, well, I did not know that. Give me 2 seconds.
Sorry, that's my fault.
Seems like it's for a lot cheaper.
Don't correct them. If the nice man wants to sell us potions at that price, we don't say, well, the book says you should be
I'm
selling
not-
those for 150.
No.
We don't do that.
No.
Oh no, but if Elduin thinks that, then Elduin could say it. Maybe there's
I like-
someone. Maybe there's someone
not
else
going
going
to
on
say that.
here.
He would probably still like, oh yes, we do still have a discount. Or we should have a discount.
Gurgle doesn't know how much a health potion is.
Bogus has no fucking idea. He's already had his potions for the day.
I don't think Gurgle's ever like appropriately used a health potion. I imagine it's something he's found on someone and just chugged it immediately and be like, oh, this is nice.
Oh, it tastes good.
I want the red shiny juice.
What flavor is a health?
All right.
That's a great
He
question.
says, all right, then that'll be about 84 gold with the discount.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him 84 gold then.
Yeah, because it's a
and
discount
I'll be purchasing
for,
too.
It's a discount for each one.
Wait, a 10% discount on 120 gold.
No,
No correcting.
I'm
it's
just.
not a 10%
This is
discount on
advocating.
120 gold. It's a 10% discount on each item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the same as a
Okay.
10% discount on 120 gold. If the items cost 120 gold, you take 10%
Unless
off the
he's
whole
giving
thing.
us a 30% discount.
That's a 30% discount, my dude.
Wait. Nah.
It's yeah. Just you
Okay,
take the 10% off the whole lot. Cool.
Okay, sorry, 108 gold.
Hey, this will come back good because like at some point he's gonna try and damage us, and I'm gonna be able to do maths then as well.
Wow. I just subtracted it. I did the 10% and then I subtracted it 3 times.
Yep.
because I'm not good at math.
It's fine.
So Cole's gonna give him 100.
So it's 108 gold.
And I'll
Okay.
be taking 2.
I'll take 2.
Alrighty. So you guys can do the math on that.
72. 72.
Well, how much?
72
Okay.
each.
All right.
Yeah,
Which is less than what I would have paid for.
Yep.
Jeez, what was it?
I have a quick question about the potions, the healing potions.
Yes.
So how many like health points do they heal each, or is it like just full every time you use them?
Nope.
2d4? Plus
It
2?
is 2d4 plus 2 for the ones that were just bought.
Perfect.
But there are, so this is a common healing potion. There are also greater healing potions, superior healing potions, and supreme healing potions.
Ooh.
He only has the common ones currently in stock.
Okay, thanks. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, and they each heal more and more.
I like peeking in the shop and I'm like seeing what else is on offer. What do I see like around? Are there things that I can see around?
Yeah, so there are, I mean, you see what I described before.
Yeah, but like in terms of potions,
Item shelves. Well, I mean, you don't know what they all are.
what do they look like though?
So the ones that he's handing Fol and Elduin, and I believe Gwen said she was buying some too as well, right?
Yeah, I'm getting 2.
Yeah, those are small vials of this red liquid. But I mean, you see all sorts of stuff. You see a couple of bottles of this like clear liquid. You see lining the shelves are like just there's only like a couple or like 1 or 2 or maybe 3 of each one of like the other ones besides the health potions. But I mean, you see all sorts of stuff. You see like pink ones. You see like these weird like muddy looking liquid ones. You see a couple of that are like layers of different colors. Like there's one that's like a layer of brown, silver, and gray, almost resembling like bands of stone. You see one that it looks like a bottle containing like this weird fog. that's like liquid that moves like fog. There's a lot of different kinds of potions in here.
Okay.
It would be
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to describe them all.
Oh, he will.
I can if you want me to.
Gurgle is fascinated. He has never seen this many, like, shiny.
You're
buttons.
outside, aren't you? Have you come in?
No, I went in. I've got
Okay, cool.
potions.
Everybody was inside except for
Alright, cool.
Delta.
And he's just like, he's very pointedly not touching anything though, because he has a habit of fidgeting with things, and it's not
Right.
going well.
Right. I gotcha. But he, the Furbolg, that introduced himself as Maella, like, looks over to the rest of you and says, "Is there anything else I can help you all with?"
I'll be fine.
Alright.
I think
Well,
that's it.
I will get back to work. You're all from the Ivory Crest, yes?
That is correct.
Are you taking on contracts?
We will be taking our first one tonight.
Oh, you're new.
Have you got a problem then?
I have a contract I've submitted to the guild.
Interesting.
You may... It's already been submitted. If you take it, then I'll see you when you do.
Sure thing.
Well, I mean, you gave a pretty good price, my man. Maybe we'll look out for that contract.
We'll see. Just let me know if you end up taking mine.
Will do.
Sounds like Eeyore.
Thank you for your patronage.
He sounds like Eeyore.
Oh,
Oh my god.
look after him.
God.
Well, that's forever gonna be ingrained in my mind.
Oh man.
All right.
He's happy though, right?
Yeah, he's like got a smile on his face. He's very friendly. He just has a very slow cadence to the way he speaks.
I love it. I love it.
So, do you guys have any other business here at the Bitter Leaf?
I'm just
Not
gonna
for
walk
me.
out.
Have a wonderful day, friends. Enjoy your day in Farhill.
You too, mate.
All right. So, where do you guys want to go now?
We can find a general store.
Well, didn't
Yeah.
Delta said you?
I want to go to the bookshop.
Oh, yep. Well, does Delta like?
Say that? Yeah.
Yeah. You got to direct us. You got to pull us around.
Oh god.
Your character
So-
has a voice.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, so as everyone's leaving the shop, I sort of motion for everyone to gather around and I say, listen, there's a specific book that I've been thinking of purchasing.
Is it How to Train Your Dragon?
Not exactly, but it's something in the realm of dragons. So I think it would be interesting to go find a bookshop. I'm sure there are lots of books that you all could find that would help. So I think
I
it
would
would
be very
be
interested, yeah.
mutually beneficial for all of us to go. So let's do it.
Oh, I'll accompany you.
Alright. Cool.
Everybody gonna go together?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll follow her.
Roll
Him.
a perception check if you're looking for a bookstore of some kind.
I just go back inside the potion store while they're looking
Yeah.
around and just like ask the guy if he knows a guy that sells books or he has like a recommended bookstore or something.
Or like a twin brother that. Oh,
Yeah, maybe he has a twin brother.
Roll the
He
22.
puts on a wig and walks over to the next house and that's where he sells books or something.
He just flips the table over and then like loads of
I think
like
Delta
books on the
found
other
it.
side of the desk.
Yeah. He like flips his head around.
Turns the sign at
You
the
came
front
to
of
the
the
right
shop
place,
around.
yeah.
you came to the right.
He just puts on a different coat.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can walk in and ask him, and he says, "Oh, back already."
Ali, you're
She's
muted.
muted.
Sorry.
No, I'm not. It's my mic's being dumb.
Oh.
Um, I was hoping you could tell me if you knew somewhere in town to buy books, like somewhere you recommend.
Not a place to buy books in town, but there's the Hall of the Keepers, the local hall. It's a library. A lot of good reading. If you're into that sort of thing.
So there's not a bookstore in town?
Not a bookstore per se.
Okay. But Hall of the Keepers, can anyone go into that? Or is it like privileged?
They're mostly public. There are certain places in the Hall of the Keepers that are prohibited unless you're a member of the guild.
Which guild?
The Keepers.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the largest guilds in Estrom. Spans multiple nations.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alright. So
Have
I'm
a
just gonna.
wonderful day.
You too!
Just kinda wait.
So I'll just, I'll go back outside, and just say,
Right.
So there might not be a bookstore in town. The potions man says that there's no bookstore, but there's the Hall of the Keepers, which is, like a library.
And what was everyone's rolls for that, or is it just Delta rolling?
16 for me.
I rolled
So
a 14.
Delta's beaten mine.
Yeah.
I rolled a
17 again.
22.
Big roll. Big.
I rolled a 1 plus 3, so a 4.
Big oof.
Ouch.
You
All
try.
right. Noff.
I got 17 again.
17. You guys are rolling pretty high. Yeah. So
Jesus.
most of you notice Delta, especially, is just immediately like, oh, that's probably it. There's just this large stone building. Very. It's not really ornate. It's very plain. It's more functional than aesthetic. And there are just you can see like there are large windows on the front of it, like door-shaped windows, like with the arch on top, but it's square on the bottom. And they're just these massive windows, and you can see literally through the window. There's just shelves lined with books. And it's kind of a large building. It's probably about 4 times the size of the one that you were just in. But that would probably be it if you would like to go over and check.
Delta?
Delta?
You're in the lead here. You've kind of said where we're going.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, Delta is gonna walk in and survey this beautiful area of books, and try probably just sit there for just a second to take it all in, you know,
Okay.
take pictures with his brain, and then immediately try to find the shopkeep.
Okay.
What's in and out.
It's less of a shop and more of a library. So there are several individuals walking around in these like purple and silver and white robes. Emphasis on the purple. There's quite a bit of purple in there. But they all look. It looks more like a uniform. And one of them kind of quickly makes their way over to you when they see you walk in. And you see this man. It looks like fairly young, mid-20s. No beard, clean shaven. Very well kept, short black hair. Bright blue eyes. And he just kind of has his hands like folded like this. And walks over to you and says, "Hello and welcome to the Halls of the Keepers. What can we do for you today?"
So, I honestly don't know much about my little pseudo-dragon friend, and I think something is wrong. So, do you have any books on like the developmental stages of pseudo dragons?
I'm sure we can find plenty. If you will have a seat, I'm sure I can look around and see if I can find anything. It may take some time, but we do have quite the collection. Do you have the time to wait?
And so Delta doesn't look at any of the other party members and immediately says, "Yep, I have time."
All right.
If we're around you, Bo is like incredibly concerned now and is like staring, like checking if Acorn seems to be okay, and like, you know, just trying to like kind of lift up her wings and like see if there's anything like wrong. Very
Did that?
Like, how also super quick, like how we travel is I have a backpack that I wear, and it's one of those like pull tie, like stacks, and I put her in there, and she just kind of sits there, so she looks at you guys.
She just has her head poking out of the top of it.
Yep, she's just kind of like half her body poking out. She's just chilling.
But he says, if you will take a seat, please, here at one of these tables, any of them, I can have a look and see what we have about pseudo dragons. I'm sure we'll have plenty of material. Would you like to limit it to anything specific, or just every book about pseudo dragons?
More just the development, like how they grow, the different stages.
I will see what I can find.
Wonderful.
I will be right back with you. Please wait.
Thank you.
And he scurries off. So what are you guys doing while Delta waits? Delta just kind of sits down at this table and doesn't even.
Is there a public area for the library?
You are in the public area of the library. Yes.
Sorry, does the public area have like? Are there bookshelves in the public area
Many.
to peruse?
Oh, every wall in this place is lined with bookshelves and books.
I would like to just give like a general look around.
Okay.
Just yeah.
You looking for it in any specific?
Not anything in particular.
Or are you
Just
like walking to a random.
Yep.
Okay.
Just a random section.
All right.
See what I can find.
Do you think Gurgle will be able to find a Clerics for Dummies book?
there is a
Eventually,
God,
actually.
there is a gods and goddesses section.
Can Gurgle read?
Drew, roll a D.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
Roll a D12
Bo can't.
for me, please.
Just a D20?
D12.
Oh, D12. Excuse me.
Can Gurgle read?
And Gurgle read. Why did that
Oh,
not
you
work?
should be able to read. If
think
Bo
we-
can't read, it's
You put the R in the.
Oh, I
forward
did.
slash.
Sorry?
Oops.
I said if Bo can't read, it's Marshy's choice that he can't read.
Yeah, no, Bo can't read. Bo like can't read good. No.
I rolled a 3.
A 3? All right.
Yep.
Let me see here. Okay. Interesting. The Dangers and Mysteries of Zamorak is a book that catches your eye. It's a large, dark gray binded book with like ice blue lettering, and it seems to be written in common.
Interesting. If I could, I'll take it down and
Okay.
give it a quick read through.
Okay. Yeah. As you kind of like flip through, it seems to be an account more or less of explorers over the years. A time frame in which you're not sure, but it starts at quite a long time ago, like hundreds of years ago. And it just seems to be records kept and put in a book of explorers that have gone to the continent to the north, known as Zamorak, which some of you may know, some of you may not, but Zamorak is essentially this world's equivalent to Antarctica. It is located on the North Pole, essentially, and it's just this massive icy continent. The only difference is this continent was affected during the calamity in which it essentially a dimensional tear to the elemental plane of ice was opened there. So it's like Antarctica turned up to like 50 It's ridiculously cold. It's pretty much uninhabitable, save for the incredibly savage and dangerous creatures that live there. But there are many, 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 many rumors and stories of pre-calamity mysteries that exist in Zamorak.
Can I look for maps?
Yeah, of course. There would actually probably be a quite a centered like display of maps, especially of the continents.
Sweet. I guess I would go there to what's it? I just want to look at the Emerald Crown maps.
The Emerald Crown maps.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely on the Cayman map. You can like look. So the way it's set up is there's like a big map of the continent, and then below it there are like scroll racks with like rolled up smaller maps that like cover other areas and things that people have mapped out or drawn or explored and things like that. So you can easily find one specifically of the Kingdom of Emerald Crown.
Like, I'm looking for maps that are specifically like the coastal towns and things like that.
Yeah. Oh. Are you going to ask questions? Because if so, I need to bring up the map.
Well,
Are you doing this in front of us, just out of interest?
no, I would have left
Okay, cool.
to go to the map area. Like, unless the map area is right next to you guys.
The map area is pretty far. It's like pretty in the open, but it's
But it's not like right next
It's
to
like-
the party.
no, it's not like right next to the entrance or anything like that.
Would you have told us that you were going to look for those maps, or just gone off and done it yourself?
I would just be like, I'm gonna go look around.
Cool.
All right. So, what exactly are you looking for as far as the Kingdom of Emerald Crown maps?
I'm looking for, like in my backstory, I don't know the name of the town that I came from, but I just have a feeling that when I read it, I'll know it. Out of character, it's called Backwater, so.
Correct. So that town is very small, and you would have to kind of get down to the. It's not going to be on any of the continental maps or anything like that. It would
No,
be,
yeah.
You would have to like go down to the nitty gritty. But it is on the eastern coast of the Kingdom of Emerald Crown, just to the south of Tarkus. If you see that town on the map.
Oh yeah, I see.
It's like to the southeast of Tarkus.
Yes. Okay.
And it's
Yeah,
like, it would be directly on the coast, on the Raven shoreline.
Do I get like, when I see the town name, do I get like a vibe? Do I recognize the town name?
It would probably... The name would sound familiar, 100%.
Okay.
Like passing over the names, that would be the one that would stick out.
Well, I'm just gonna like take out a little notebook and I'm gonna write that down and like its approximate location and map quadrant. I don't know. I can read maps, so I'll take down whatever information I need to like reference back later.
You know its location, yes.
You'll do the
Yeah,
map things.
I'll do the map things. I'll be like, well, it's at this quadrant and letter. So I have for like future reference. Yeah, and then I would just kind of like go back to the group.
Mike. Mike?
Yes.
Would this be an area where I would be able to like find like a newsstand here, or is this kind of like old shit, old books?
I mean, there are new books, there are old books. There's
Like a news, like specifically for like news,
Current events.
current events.
There may be some of that. Yeah, I would say probably. This is mostly a place for like historical stuff, but there would be some new stuff like news of the happenings in the world currently.
Okay.
If you're looking for anything specific.
I'd go over and kind of leaf through that sort of stuff, probably looking for anything like, well, just kind of any like current event sort of stuff that like are big enough to have made their way over to Farhill.
Okay.
Do you have a vague idea of what I'm looking for?
Yes. And
Do I need to Discord you?
No. There would be nothing specifically about any of that.
Okay, cool.
Not this far east or west. Sorry.
Okay, right. I'd just be leafing through that then while everyone else is doing that.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything that you're looking for located here. So as you guys are all looking through, eventually Delta, the individual, comes back with a stack of books, about 7 different books, and sets them on the table in front of you.
Sweet.
Most of them not incredibly thick or anything like that, but what exactly are you looking for, so we can kind of narrow this down?
Is this in character or out of character?
Out of character.
Oh yeah. I'm just trying to find, like, just like the development of a dragon, of a pseudo dragon, like the
Okay.
different stages of their lives. If that's something we can find. If not, just like a I don't know, a book about them.
Okay. Tip. Okay. No, do not do that. Okay. Really, so the gist that you get is are you looking for like physical traits like how big they get and things like that? So on average, as an adult, the average length is about 3 feet and the average weight is about 7 pounds. They do not get much bigger than that. They're born very small and eventually grow to that size, and that's about as big as they get.
How big is Acorn right now?
Acorn's pretty small. I found her just after she hatched, really. And I've just been raising her since. I didn't watch her hatch, but I just kind of found her.
She's
on the
very
forest
tiny.
lawn. Yeah, she's quite small.
But yeah, on average, that's about how big you can expect Acorn to get, if that's what you're looking for.
Okay.
Are you looking for anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Then yeah, you can take as much time as you need with those books. He does tell you when he drops them off. He says, "Please, if you would, when you're finished with them, just leave them here on this table, and I will get them."
Wonderful. Thank you.
Of course. And he walks away. So whenever you're done, you guys can just leave, as long as you leave the books and things. And as you look around, like, you have this stack of books in front of you. If you like, what's your passive perception?
Me?
Yes, that would be on your character sheet.
It's underneath all of your other skills. It says passive wisdom, perception in brackets.
You can
It's
see
your
if you go
perception
down.
plus 10.
I can actually look
Passive
and see.
wisdom perception 13.
13. Okay. Yeah. So you would notice they're not being like super subtle about it, but you definitely see some eyes on you as you're like looking through these books. There's several of these individuals that are just kind of like standing around, and you seem to have the biggest stack of books here. So they're definitely like keeping an eye on you and the books and the people around you.
Oh, so like I don't steal them.
Exactly. That
Okay.
seems to be the case.
Okay. Oh, okay. Whatever. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just after some time passes, Delta's gonna sort of shuffle all the books into a stack in front of him on the table and awkwardly get up and again motion for everyone just to generally say that he's done. He's ready to go.
Is the little one all right then?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, good.
You had me worried there for a second. And I pat Acorn on the head, and then say to him in Draconic, "Who's a good little boy then? Who's a good little girl then?"
Oh my god. She definitely speaks a lot at you. She likes you.
Oh, she likes you. So you get some like little draconic mewings.
Yep.
So, where are you guys going next as you leave out of the Hall of the Keepers?
General store.
If we
Yeah.
can find a general store.
We're going
I
shopping
assume
for a
that's where we
general.
find rations.
Are you gonna ask anyone for that, for like the location of a general store? Or are you guys just gonna look for one?
I mean, we could head back to that sort of area and look for one. Oh,
Mike, I'd like to ask,
Go.
as I'm going like through the town, like I'm looking for pubs. Have I seen any good ones yet?
Not in this side of town.
All right, cool. I just want that to be an ongoing, like, I want to be constantly on the lookout while we're
as
walking
soon as
around
he
town.
sees that hanging sign that's
Yeah.
up here.
I'd just like it to be known that I am on the lookout. All right.
Sounds good. Okay. So yeah, if you guys are going back to the market district, if you would roll perception checks for me again, please.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be helping this one.
Oh no.
Oh wow!
Oh wow.
Thank you, Delta.
Did the low rolls come from this?
I got a 9. Gwyn got a 9. Elduin got a 9.
I got an 8.
I got another
Thank you, Delta.
4.
Delta.
Thank you,
I
Delta.
got a 21.
Thank you, Delta.
Holy shit. Okay.
We almost got lost in town. Quest has ended. You find your way into the sewers and die to a crocodile.
Yes.
You so you see the general store, and it's very obviously the general store. There's this sign that says it says Indra's Mercantile. But the group, like, you think they see it because they're walking in the right direction. Then you see like the entire group kind of like veer off to the right. You stop them. You're the only one that sees the store.
Stop us, Delta.
Yeah. Yeah. I stop. Obviously.
So how do you stop them? What do you say?
Wait, I'm confused.
We're like walking away from you as you're standing outside this store.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, obviously. Delta's like, what you doing, guys? It's right here.
What's right here? The pub? You found a pub?
No. If I find
Bo's
one,
not
I
even looking, dude.
I know. He doesn't care. Yep, it's right here. Found
That
it.
seems more obvious than. Yeah, well,
Yeah, you guys are literally like 5 feet from it, just walking in the wrong direction.
around to it and go, "Oh, I knew that. I was making sure you knew that."
Right.
So yeah, this is a very basic, very run-of-the-mill general store. There's a set of wooden double doors on the front, just some very plain, like square-shaped windows and wooden shingles on top of a stone building. Stairs that lead up to the front door. The front door, both of the double doors are currently open, so that a light breeze can flow in. And you see some lanterns hanging from the ceiling inside, as well as a couple hanging from below the sign that says Indris Mercantile. So, who all's going in?
Yep. Bo will.
It's like all
Alright.
I will.
Okay. So you guys make your way inside, and you see shelves and tables lined with all sorts of things. A lot of stuff that a lot of you, especially Elduin, being where you're from and what you used to do, recognize most of this stuff as like your run-of-the-mill, like just adventuring gear and like general goods. There's rations. There's some there's like food and vegetables and dried meats and things and cheeses. There's you even see a couple of like what you guys all now know are like healing potions. There's even a couple vials of that here. There's some, I mean, it's just your basic adventuring gear. So essentially anything that is on that chart that I gave you guys is available for purchase here. So what you guys see is all of that, and then in the back left corner you see like a desk, and sitting at the desk like writing is this elderly woman. She looks human, gray hair pulled back into a like loose braid. It looks like it's coming loose. She's got some spectacles on her nose, and she's just kind of like sitting there writing. And she looks up and kind of squints her eyes and says, "Ah, well, hello."
Hello there.
Welcome to my store. Can I help you? Can I interest you in anything?
Oh yes, I would just like to purchase 20 days rations, and I'll be on my way.
That's a lot of rations. Okay.
Oh, they keep well.
That they do, and mine are the best in town.
Oh, we'll see.
So she kind of stands up, and you can see she's a little hunched. She's definitely she's older but confident for her age, if that makes sense. But she kind of like walks over to this large box where there's just like these like tied up cloths with twine wrapped around them, and there's just a whole buttload of them in here. I made these fresh 3 days ago. They are still fine for quite a while. You said 20.
Yes.
I hope you have a bag big enough for all of them. And she begins taking pouches out. I need to look and see. Where's it at? All right, so it is 5 silver pieces per ration, and it is 10 silver pieces per 1 piece of gold. So that's going to be. You said 20?
Could be 1 gold. Right?
No.
1 gold for 2.
2 gold. Or 1 gold gets 2 rations. They're 5 silver pieces per.
So it'd be 10.
Oh, I did the... Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So.
Maybe I don't want 20. I did the math wrong. I apologize.
Yeah, I always forget how many silver pieces are in a gold piece.
Yeah.
So-
I just looked it up.
I forget it's 10 to... Yeah. It's 10 to 1. My bad.
I
That's
still think
copper,
like
that's
20
the other
rations
way.
isn't unreasonable though.
It's not, but I didn't want to spend that much gold.
Fair enough.
Sorry, let me... I mean, if I get half that much, it's 10.
And
Right?
also, do you
No.
start with rations? Because I know I do. So you also have to factor that in as well.
I think you do, but I don't remember adding
Okay.
this in.
I start with 10, but that's just me.
I might not, to be honest.
What is that? What's in the mess kit?
No, a
Mess
mess kit
kit's
is
just a
only.
tin.
No, it would
Yeah.
say that you get rations.
Yeah, a mess kit is like a thing that you can eat food out of and also use to like cook food.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if a mess kit also included rations in.
So it would be 10 gold,
For
but with the discount 9 gold
right.
for 20 rations. Right? Am I doing my math right? Or am I stupid?
Sorry, what was it?
Why not both?
I don't remember.
Why not both?
Oh no.
What was the question?
I was saying it's 10 gold total
Yep.
for 20
Yeah.
for 20 rations, and with the 10% discount, that's 9 gold.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
9 gold for 20 rations.
Yeah.
My
okay.
character sheet also has 10 rations on it, so Carver's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine
Gurgle
doesn't.
already
Mine didn't have
confirmed.
any rations, so I don't remember if.
Did you forget to add them, or does your background
Oh,
just
yeah,
not come with rations?
I don't think the guild artisan comes with rations.
That's unfortunate.
That's
Which is-
dumb.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense though. All right, so then
I'm a robot and I get.
yeah, I'll get the 20. That's fine.
Yeah, Carver
That's
doesn't even
hilarious.
eat.
You can't,
Yeah, I
you
don't
can't even
even
eat them.
Yeah, no.
They're for Acorn, obviously.
Yeah,
yeah,
duh.
obviously.
That's true. That's a good point.
Okay, I think I did my math right. Now we're good.
Okay. Bo doesn't have anything other than a backpack and a rope, so
That's great.
Bo's gonna.
Oh,
He has a backpack, a rope, an axe, and some javelins. So he's gonna pick up. He's gonna follow your example, pick up 20 days rations, and he's also gonna grab himself a grappling hook and a crowbar,
All right.
which I think
go ahead
is
and-
10. So that's 9. Grappling hook's 2 gold pieces, and then a crowbar is 2 gold pieces as well. So 4, which is like some silver I get back.
Yep.
I'll work it out.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
I just want 10 rations.
Okay.
Echo
So
will take
that
10
would
rations.
be
4.5 gold.
4.5 gold. So you get 4
get-
gold and 5 silver back.
Yep.
Or no, you spend 4.
it,
Wait,
yeah,
yeah.
would get
You spend
5
4
silver
and a half
back.
gold. You get 5 silver back.
yes.
Duh. Math.
Okay.
Why did
And
I give
this
you
thing
guys
is
a
fun math.
discount?
Like this is just
This is just shopping.
why. This is just shopping. This isn't
At
even
least
fun
we don't
shopping
have to
either.
divide
This is just like
XP.
So, anybody else want to buy anything from Indra?
Gurgle's buying 10 rations, and I've immediately forgotten what that maths just did. There we go. My calculator.
Oh, you
Yeah,
get-
4.5.
Should we do this after the stream? If we're
Yeah,
just
okay.
if we're just
I'm
buying
not
rations.
getting
We're finishing it now.
Okay, if we're
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty much. We're
okay, cool,
almost
cool.
done.
That's fine. That's
Um,
fine.
But Gurgle has also sniffed out the cheese, and he's
Oh,
quite
nice.
quite interested.
Okay.
He's almost
Yeah.
creeping up on it, like so. It looks a bit like he's trying to take the cheese by surprise, but I think he just wants to look at and sniff the cheese.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
And
watch
T'Challa.
Gurgle, just because this seems...
yeah, same.
Sneaking up on cheese almost seems like you want to steal the cheese.
No.
All right.
And
There will be none of that.
He sort of flags. He sort of waves at the shopkeeper. It's like, how do Gurgle get?
You would just need to spend the money.
How much?
You have gold, yes?
Yes.
For cheese? It's on here, isn't it?
Cheese.
Is it?
Thought it was. Or maybe it's just part of the. Maybe it's just
You
part of the
sounded like
ration.
There's a
the
chest.
I can't find it in this.
Alright, hold on.
I'll look it up.
It'd be like basic stuff. Let's see.
Yeah.
It's
When you
1
said
silver
cheese-
piece for a hunk of cheese.
There you go. I knew it's nice. It's a nice.
One
I think that's-
silver cheese.
I think that's actually on the back of the DM screen.
Is it really?
I think
when
so.
Noth
That's
said
funny.
cheese,
It's a pound.
It sounded like the intelligent
Okay.
rabbit from Wallace and Gromit.
Oh yeah.
Cheese.
I watched that recently.
Yeah.
Gurgle
And-
has 3 silver pieces floating at the minute, so he's just like,
Okay.
please.
So it's
he's
1 silver for a chunk of cheese, right?
so he's got
That's
3
silver for a pound. And there's like 20 types of cheese according to this, but that's okay.
There's no cheese in the compendium. We typed it in, no results found.
So, yeah.
Like-
We'll
yeah, I
say
got
this
it.
is just some aged cheddar.
Nice.
You can spend a silver and get a pound of cheese, or you can get 3 silver and get 3 pounds of cheese.
Oh, he's absolutely bought 3 pounds of cheese.
And each one of those pounds would have been actually 9 copper. So,
He's given you 3 silver. He's not accepting anything back. He's got his cheese in his money.
so he's like, fuck it. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Alright, so you get your 3
Oh, geez.
pounds of cheese.
Gurgle and I have a lot in common. I would
When
do
we
the
find out
same.
Gurgle's lactose intolerant.
Oh
Terrible.
no. Tales around the campfire. Okay.
All right.
I
I mean, that's pretty much our shopping done. Yeah. Like we don't really need
I'm
anything
good,
else,
yeah.
I don't think.
Oh,
I'm look.
oil.
Okay,
Yeah,
oil.
oil. Okay, well.
So if there's a wood shop, like a woodworker, I would like to go there. Like a
For-
carpenter, someone who makes like furniture and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
For what? Sorry.
For your new foot. She's got a wooden
There-
foot.
Oh yeah. Did I not hear her correctly? What did you say you needed?
Oil, like to
Yeah,
maintain
you can
wood.
get that.
oil,
You
like
can get,
furniture oil.
oh, okay. Like okay.
Yeah, I don't want
Okay.
like flammable oil.
Not that. Yeah, got it. Understood.
Accidentally catch his foot on
to
fire.
hydrate the wood.
Instructions unclear. Caught foot on fire.
Alright.
Gotcha.
Alright, so, yeah, you can, roll a perception check to see if you can find a carpenter in town.
Can I just ask the lady?
Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
sorry, do you have a carpenter in town you could recommend?
Oh, absolutely. Henry Dale runs, probably the biggest business in town as far as that goes. There are several, but he would be the one I would recommend. He does good work. He helped me build this shop.
Very impressive. Thank you so much.
Thank you. He's actually just on the other side of the market district over there. You'll see a large building made of stone and wood, but the wooden accents stick out quite a bit. You'll notice it. It looks like fine carpentry.
Excellent. Thank you.
Wonderful. Did anyone
yeah,
else
like-
need anything?
I was just wondering, would you know anywhere I could wet my whistle once we're done with all this shopping?
As far as
I,
a tavern,
a tavern, yes, exactly right.
well, there are several. There are there's the Broken Table.
That sounds like my deal. Thank you very much.
There's also. Did you want to hear the other two?
I mean, Broken Table's a great name, but if you could top that with the other two, then I'll be there.
There's the Dragon Wing Kettle.
Bit
And
fancy
there-
for me.
And then there's the Boulder's Roll.
I think we'll be going to the Broken Table. Thank you, my good sir.
Sounds wonderful. So, you guys leave?
Yeah.
Leaving the general store, yeah.
As-
Gurgle. Oh, sorry. Gurgle is actually gonna go to. I think he's gonna go to Gwen.
Okay.
And be like, should Gurgle have shield? Euphoria had shield. Should Gurgle have shield too?
maybe if you feel like you need one. Do you, when we fight, do you want to be on the back line or do you want to be in the front?
Do you want to be next to me, little guy, or do you want to be next to the elf?
Yes.
Very good then.
And then, do you want to carry something with like? Do you want a big sword or like a normal size sword?
Gurgle has stick, and he's got
Okay.
a staff.
Is it a two-handed staff? Like just by looking
It is,
at it?
but it can be one-handed. That might be for a normal-sized person. I don't know if it's one-handed for Gurgle.
I'm sure it's fine.
when you swing your stick, do you do it with both hands or just one?
Depends on how angry Gurgle is.
I would say it doesn't hurt to get a shield.
It sounds like it might be an idea.
Maybe like a small buckler, just like not very large.
Okie dokie.
Where
Now we have
would
to find a Gurgle-sized shield.
where would we find one of them? Yeah, I guess a blacksmith.
Let's go to
Yeah,
the carpenter.
let's go to the carpenter.
Let's go to the carpenter.
Carpenter might have a shield.
Yeah.
Or we could get him like a small door. Just strap it
Small
on.
door.
Oh, God.
Just duct tape.
Like a cupboard
it
door.
all
Like
up.
yeah, like a cupboard door.
Yeah.
I know someone that like actually converted an old door into a shield and it's heavy as shit.
Yeah, but Gurgle's only a little boy.
Yeah, tiny.
I know, but he
Okay.
could be the keeper of the gate with like a big head.
So you guys want to head to the carpenter.
Yes.
All right. So, heading to Henry Dale's carpentry. You guys make your way across, and you do indeed very quickly see it's a stone building with wood accents, but you notice quickly that the wood accents are placed in a way that is like it looks like he was showing off heavily when he built this. Like instead of just straight beams of wood, it's separate pieces of wood that like come out like this, and then the next one comes out like this, and then the next one comes out like this. So it like makes almost like how dragon scales overlap like this, but going upward. And then it's almost got like at the top almost this like front of a Viking longship design coming off of each corner of the home, and the door is very ornate and has carvings all in it.
I like that.
Yep. It's very it's like a square version of a Viking longhouse with far more detailed and intricate woodworking.
Dope.
Um,
Yeah, we would go in.
You go in, and you can immediately hear like the sawing of wood and like hammering and stuff, and you see like 5 individuals in here working on some stuff. Like sawdust all over the floor. A couple of individuals sawing this large log. There's one person on one side, one person on the other side, both like pulling and pushing on this double-sided saw. One of the individuals like, ho, stop! And like looks up and takes like a rag and wipes their face off and puts it over their shirt. You can see they're like kind of disheveled, but it's this like taller human man, very broad-shouldered, strong-looking man, pulled back blonde hair and like a braided beard. And he kind of looks over. Yeah.
Hi, sorry.
Are you Henry Dale, mate?
That'd be me.
I was hoping. Do you sell supplies? Like, do you sell like oil for wood?
Gurgle's gone, dude. He's gone.
It's because of chat.
Oh,
Oh,
what
no.
a dude.
We started a prediction that Henry Dale would have a beard.
Damn it.
So that's why I had to ask.
Oh. He does indeed. Very Avengers Endgame Thor.
Oh, the best Thor.
Yeah, but He kind of looks up. What was it that you asked Allie before? No,
Oil. If there's oil.
I sell beard oil. No, I'm just playing.
Please let him sell beard oil as well as like a side project.
What kind of oil are you looking for? If you're looking for lantern oil, that's going to be across the way at Indris.
So essentially, I kind of want to like position myself so that obviously the party's all with me, but like, I'm not like eager to show them my prosthetic.
Gotcha.
But I do want to show like the man the prosthetic. So I'm kind of positioning myself that it's slightly hidden from them.
Mhm.
And I just kind of like pull up my pant leg to reveal the prosthetic.
So at first he kind of looks at you with like this, like, what are you doing? And he's, oh.
Just something for like on the road to make sure that it's taken care of and, you know, hydrated.
I may have something for you.
Great. And then I just put my pant leg back down.
I'll be back. And he just kind of disappears without saying another word. The other men are like very much enjoying a break from the work, and they just kind of like immediately sit down and they're like, "Fuck." Henry comes back with a like a bottle, like a little glass corked bottle, and sets it on the table in front of you. That what you're looking for?
I suppose so. Is there any special instructions for it?
Sure, you know how to take care of your own leg. Same way you would
Fair
take
enough.
care of anything.
All right. How much?
Do you have your medallion in like plain view?
Yeah, it would be kind of like set alongside the medals. Cause
Right.
I got lots of Navy medals on my jacket.
He kind of like tilts his head. That much will last you probably 2 weeks. You can take it.
Oh,
This time,
thank you. Yes.
I owe the guild one.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I hope we can help you out in the future. Well, I hope you don't need the help, but like, if you do need it, we can help.
Foot in mouth. Foot in mouth.
Right. Well, I gotta get back to work. And he just kind of
Alright,
like
yeah,
awkwardly
thank
turns
you.
around and he's like, yeah. Turns around and goes back to work and he's like, hey, get off your asses. And all the guys are like, fuck, okay. Like, stand back
I'm gonna
up.
put it in my bag.
Okay. Alright. And
Did we
What
get
now?
Gurgle his buckler?
Oh yeah.
We need to go get Gurgle Buckler.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
does anyone ask Henry about that?
Henry, my man, we were looking for. Well, maybe you can help us actually. You see this little one, and I point to Gurgle.
He kind of like he's like 90% of the way, like putting his gloves back on, and
This little one, he's in a little bit of a pickle. He thinks he might need a shield, but he's already got a stick, and he's only little, and we kind of need just a little shield that he can kind of stick on his arm, and maybe if he does happen to get a little bit in a bit of a ruckus, he can maybe keep himself out of harm. Would you? I mean, would that be something you can sort us out with, or is that something that you know a guy, or what?
I build houses.
Well, I see. It's fucking brilliant.
I don't make shields. You need to go find the blacksmith.
And where might I find him?
Other side of town, closest to the river.
Excellent. You also seem like the kind of man who knows a good pub.
Depends on what kind of pub you're taking.
I've heard about the Broken Table, and I think that might
You
be
want to go to.
my kind of place.
You like to fight?
Oh, I've been known.
Go to the broken table.
And whereabouts do I find that?
Mountainside of town.
Fantastic. I might catch you there later then, if I'm still around when you get off. Maybe I'll buy you a beer.
Huh. We'll see.
Cool. That's it. I'm leaving.
All right. He turns around and gets back to work. So you guys are heading to
The blacksmith.
The blacksmith.
All right. Cool.
I zoned out there.
Yep.
Where did
All right. So roll. I'm not gonna make you roll. He told you where it was. All right. So you guys eventually you get to the riverside of town near the dockboard, and you see boats and things pulling in ships. Not like big ships, but pretty fair sized little boats coming up in the river and like fishing boats and things of that nature that are docked in the dock ward. But you also see this this quite large building with like a 360-degree porch that goes all the way around it. Very wide, made of stone. The interior building is made of wood, jet black tiles on the roof. And you see one side of it just has this massive chimney, this billowing smoke coming out of it. And it's very much a Skyrim aesthetic, if you will. Got the 360 porch, and on one side of it, it's just this massive, or not massive, but this large area with all the blacksmith things you would need. And you see a couple of individuals out back hammering away on some stuff. They don't really pay you any mind when you walk up. They just kind of keep going. It looks like two dwarven males. One of them shaved head, long beard. The other one kind of like a full beard, but not long. And has braided, pulled back hair. Like in 5 different braids going to the back.
Are they talking at all?
No, they're not talking. They're just working. And you walk up and awkwardly stand there for a while. They don't pay you any mind.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yeah, they don't. They're just ting, 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 ting. Not paying you any attention at all.
Okay,
But
can we?
After about the third time trying to get their attention, one of them looks up and pulls these glasses off and looks at you all. Hey, what do you want?
We're looking for a shield we could find for our little friend here.
Oh, you've come to the right place. You're looking for Tara. She's inside.
Thank you.
Right, I'm gonna get back to work. And she just, or he just continues hammering away.
Ooh, inside.
All right.
We go inside.
I'm gonna stand outside.
Okay.
Gurgle's obviously going inside, but he is sort of standing between Gwen and Elduin. Almost, to be honest, in my head it now looks like he's their child, but that's just being stupid. They're just accompanying a small creature.
Hey, Elduin, what are you? What's your race?
Baby Yoda just waddling along.
I did realise, I don't know if anyone saw, but there was a really close to the start when I described the robes thing. I sort of stared off into space because I went, oh my god, I just made him Baby Yoda.
Oh, well.
Well, apparently Elduin and I have a goblin child, so it's canon.
As you guys walk inside, the door is open again, and the inside is well lit. You see, kind of there's not much space in between the door and where this bar is, this desk, counter. That's the word I'm looking for. Where this counter is with a flipped up side. So you can't go far into the building. But behind the building, you see, like, hanging on the wall behind the counter is just numerous weapons and swords and shields, and, like, on stands throughout, you see, like, armor. Nothing is on your side of the counter, except, like, a couple of small benches you can sit on and, like, put your elbows on the counter or something. Kind of like you would find at, like, a bar. There is currently no one, but there is a large bell that's just kind of, like, on a stick that's sitting on the counter.
I'll pick it up and
So you,
bring it.
Elduin, do you do this?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a fucking.
Oh, when I pick it
like
up,
a-
is it too heavy to do that?
It's not too heavy to do it. You can do it, but it's not like a little ding a ding a ding bell. It's like a fucking cowbell on a sword hilt. Like it's not like a ding a ding. It's like a.
If I could see it like that, I probably would have like.
Okay, so you shake it, and you hear like a wham, like back in the back, followed by a fuck, and an individual like comes like scrambling out, almost falls over, and you see like this taller human woman, she's got like shaved sides of her head, almost like a mohawk, but it's long and like braided back into a ponytail. She's got tattoos along the sides of her head. She looks a little young, probably mid-20s, early 30s, something around that, or late 20s, early 30s, something like that.
Are you all right?
And she's wearing like this like one of her shirts is like ripped and almost sleeveless because it's like hanging off. And she's got this belt around her waist, and she just like, sorry. Hi, I'm Tara. Tara Bellawill.
Are you all right?
Oh, fine. I'm fine. You see like a little blood trickling down.
Like where's the blood dripping out of? Like
like her head.
the back of her head?
Like she like banged her head on something very obviously, but she's playing it out. She's like, I'm fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Discreetly like take out like a small like square of bandage and just like hand it to her.
What do I need that for?
You're bleeding.
What? Oh! Thank you. And she just like pats it on. Right. You're here to buy things. Hi.
Hi. We were hoping for a shield for this one here.
I can do shields. I've got plenty of shields. What kind of shield are you looking for, little one?
A good one.
He has
Hi.
a staff. If
A
we could
good
have a staff and a shield at the same
Okay.
time. So
So
versatile.
looking for like a buckler?
Yeah.
Something small, something that'll fit your arm. Hold on. She like comes around, and you can see like when she comes around, she's pretty tall. She's like probably like 6'2", something like that. And
Driving
she's
my
like,
perfect woman.
and she's built, homie. She's like,
My perfect woman.
and she's very intimidating, but she has an incredibly kind face, and she just has this big smile on her face, and she like kneels down in front of you, Gurgle, and she like, hold still, please, and she like takes your arm and like yanks it up a little harder than she should, and she like takes out this little thing and is like measuring you and stuff. All right, I can put something together. Give me an hour.
Okay. Yes.
I have something that'll work. I just need to modify it a little.
What time of day would you say it is right
Should
now?
be perfect. It's with all the walking around you guys have done, it's probably like late afternoon at this point.
All right.
Because you guys, it was a little bit of a late breakfast.
Thanks.
Should we go to the tavern for an hour?
Definitely.
The broken table.
Yeah.
Um,
Sure. We'll be back in an hour.
She stands up and she kind of looks around and like sees the medallions on you guys and says, "You're with the guild, right?"
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
As of yesterday.
Oh, you're new.
Yes.
That's right.
Did Bo walk in?
Yeah, I've been here. I'm in here. I'm in.
Oh, okay.
It's a very tight space.
I need some help. If
Yeah.
if you're willing.
Sounds good.
Tell us. Yeah, talk
Not
to
re-
us.
It's not really something that I can deal with myself. I'm kind of swamped here, and not a lot of people around here are willing to help for reasons. So I don't feel like you have to help, but there are some thugs that have been stealing from my supplies, and it's really putting a dent in the business. I have tried to take it back, and it didn't end up well. And she kind of like pulls down part of her shirt, and you can see like bandages across her shoulder. There were more of them than I could handle. And after I tried to take it back, they took it upon themselves to spread word of bad business. So you're the first customers I've had in quite a while. I need help dealing with them.
Do you know their names?
This to the guild?
I don't, but I know where to find them.
I turn to Ali and I say, I don't think the guild needs to know about this one.
Well, I haven't put in a request with the guild. I'm sure the guild would help, but I would feel better knowing that my name's been a little smudged by these people, and having someone who's new in town and isn't affected by that I would trust it a little more, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. What, can you give us more details on like when they hang around and where and how many?
There's an old warehouse, just to the east of here, about 5 blocks away.
She's gonna be like taking notes.
Ven, can I...
Yep.
When she says, my name's been, like, besmirched, is there any way I can, like, sort of try and pick up on whether, like, she feels like this is kind of a deserving thing, or if, like, she's kind of innocent in this? Like, any sort of, like, an insight. What's insight on? Okay. That'll be a 10, my dude.
A 10. She's hard to read.
Cool.
You can't really tell. You don't
That's
know
fine.
her well, so it's hard to pick up on her tells. So, but she does seem genuinely. She seems genuine for the most part, for what you can tell.
Right.
But she says about 5 blocks from here to the east, there is a warehouse. That is where they were. That's what they were calling their home, or their base of operations, or whatever you will call it. I'm sure the things that they stole are gone at this point. But if someone could just teach them a lesson, I would be...
And I just hold up my finger and say, say no more.
She kind of like stands up straight, and she's... How tall are you, Bo?
About 6'7".
Yeah, she's like pretty close to as tall as you are. But she kind of looks up and like grins and says, "Well, that's what I like to hear. I can... It's gonna take work to build my name back up, but having them dealt with would be quite nice."
Mike, I think I also want to roll insight on this, just real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would too.
It's about a 19.
Oh, 8.
Gwen's just smitten.
So, 19, Elduin, she seems genuine, but holding back anger, if that makes sense. she's very much. I wouldn't say forcibly being like happy. She does have she's very kind. She's very outgoing and happy. But like when she brought the subject up, you could see hesitation, and the more she talks about it, the more kind of worked up she seems to be getting, and it's harder to like keep like the positive face on. But she seems genuine in what she says.
Did you know these people personally?
Sort of. See, I haven't owned this blacksmith shop for I haven't owned it for very long. I came into it recently. My uncle was the owner. And he was... what would be the word?
A smuggler.
No, but an arse. He dealt with a lot of very interesting folk, most of them unsavory. So now I'm left with that, because he was my only family, and he left the blacksmith to me after he died, and they took advantage of him, so now they think they can take advantage of me. And, well, I tried to fight back, but turns out I wasn't enough. And the quickness in which they spread bad words of my shop through the town has my confidence in a lot of the people of the town shaken, and that's why I don't want to deal with the guild. It's not that I don't trust the guild, it's that I am unsure that it would get solved properly. These people seem to have quite the roots in this town, and people seem to believe them, whether or not they know they're bad people or not. But it seems to not matter what I say. So if I could get an outside force to go and kick their asses for me, it may dissuade them from trying to steal from me again. And that will be the first lesson, while I figure out how I'll deal with it for the rest of my time here.
Well, if you would, please go work on that shield, and we will be back later.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Well, when we step out of the shop, I want to like very clearly just kind of circle around everyone, catch the other people up that didn't go into the shop, and then instruct everyone to take off their pendants. Because we are not doing this as guild members. We're doing this on our own as individual people who happen to get together and just happen to go to a warehouse, and if people are there to beat up, there are people there to beat up. But we're not representing the guild.
Yeah, I'll take mine off, put it in my pouch.
Oh, mine's already off. I never put mine on.
I'll take mine off and put it in my pouch too.
Yeah.
Can I suggest that this might be a good time to take a break?
Yes,
like a
I was
5
about
minute?
to suggest
Yeah.
this. I was about to suggest the same thing.
Cool.
This seems like a good time to take a break.
Alright,
Yeah.
sweet guys. We will be back in like 5-10 minutes, right?
I'll say,
Let's say 5.
5 sounds good to me.
yeah, 5 is good with me.
Alright,
5 minutes?
Okay.
Yeah.
excellent.
Alright.
In that
Be
case,
back in
see you
5.
later, chat.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Excellent, right. I hope we're all refreshed. I got myself a nice little whiskey, so let me hydrate because someone said that I should.
Hydrate.
Does hydrate apply to all of us?
Yeah, I think hydrate applies to everyone,
I have a cat.
including Bill. Bill has to hydrate.
Oh.
Oh shit! I just doxed your cat. Fuck.
Oh no, Bill! What are you gonna do? Someone's
Bill,
gonna find you.
no.
Right. Well, that went significantly smoother than last week's break.
Yes.
Oh, we'll have to stretch now, apparently. Yeah. Okay. Right. We'll do this once this is done.
Everybody stretch.
Once this is
I
done.
needed that though. I needed that.
Also, thank you to Silver and Just Rossy for the follows, and thank you to everyone in chat who's been lovely and commenting. And we are paying attention.
Yeah.
We just can't talk about it on the game. So thank you, everyone.
Yep.
That's why we got our dragon.
That's why we have Acorn here, in the
Yeah.
corner. He is he's welcoming you all when we can't. Okay,
Oh yeah.
I'm done.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody good? Everybody ready to jump back in?
Let's go kick
I
some
am
butt.
so excited to jump back in.
Bust some
All right.
kneecap.
So yeah, it's like late afternoon at this point. I'm gonna change the music real quick. Where we at? Yep. There we go. All right. So as you exit, what you now see, the name of the blacksmith is the Cracked Hammer. And you begin discussing what your next move is as far as these thugs that Tara Bellawill asked you to take care of for her, that were besmirching her name throughout the town. She told you where they were, and then Gwen immediately was like, "Hey, nix the amulets." So what's your next move?
Since.
Go on.
We need to see how many people there are. Like how many thugs that we need to fight.
Well, are we going straight there?
I think so. To
I
at
mean,
least like
We have
scope
about
it
an hour.
out.
Bo's plan. Let me. No, I mean, it might sound a little bit like I'm trying to just get us to the pub, but if I were a thug and there were a pub called the Broken Table, it would probably be the pub at which I would imbibe my beverages.
Well, you know which.
I might think that I would be able to ask for some information as to the whereabouts and numbers of the thugs. Were I to go...
You just want to go to the pub.
I would like to go to the pub. However, I also feel like we might gain some useful information.
But wouldn't you? Isn't a drink better after?
And to that,
go
I would
into
agree,
defense justice?
Gwen. However, why
as you
not
guys are having this
both?
conversation, sorry to interrupt. Tara comes running outside again and slams her hand on the outside of the building. He says, "I forgot to tell you. They're called the Rippers. They call themselves the Rippers. Important? I apologize."
Very much so.
Thank you.
Of course. Have fun. And she just smiles and saunters back inside.
I think we will have fun. Cheers.
What'd you say, Ellie?
The drool off my chin.
Yeah, so continue. I'm sorry. I realized that me, the DM, forgot to tell you that.
That's alright.
If some of us went to the pub and inquired about the Rippers, and some of us went to the warehouse just to look at it, not to go inside, not to engage, but just to scope it out.
I mean, I could. I'm sure my friend Fol here would like to take a drink before we go and crack a few heads together.
I think I quite would.
Well, I would rather go scope out the warehouse.
I will accompany you.
And you,
Delta?
Gurgle.
Yeah, I will scope out as well.
And you, Gurgle.
Gurgle's just looking between everyone, he doesn't know which way to go now.
Go wherever you feel comfortable.
I'll tell you what, Gurgle. I bet the pub will have some food.
Okay.
That got his attention.
You know exactly how to get Gurgle anywhere now.
Not
Okay.
like that, Bill.
So,
Oh shit, we split the party on session 2. Oh my god.
who is going where?
I think
Oh,
Bo, Gurgle, and Fol are going pub to the tavern, to the Broken Table.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I can't roll any dice at the minute because my cat is in the dice tray.
I'll roll for you.
Okay, so who is going to scope out?
And,
Me.
and Delta.
Yeah.
So Delta,
Gwen, Elduin.
Gwyn, and Elduin, and that's it.
Mhm.
Three
Yes.
of you guys. And then
Yep.
Foal, Gurgle, and Bo are going to the broken table.
Yes.
Yep.
But before we go, let's agree on a time to meet here. And then if the other party misses that time, then
We'll meet
have
you.
to,
We'll meet at the square in. I don't know how. I look over at Fault. How long does it take you to drink through like 2 tankards? Like about 3 hours probably. So maybe just 1. Yeah, about an hour and a half.
I was going to say we should probably meet back here in an hour. She said she would be done with the shield then.
That sounds perfect to me. Can you? Are you gonna be able to drink through that in that time? Maybe a half. Maybe we'll just get you a half.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. So half of you go in search of thugs, and half of you go in search of the broken table. So. Let me see. All right. So it takes less time from where you currently are to get to the warehouse, because the warehouse is only 5 blocks from the blacksmith. The bar is on the other side of the city, so it'll take you guys a while to get there. So we'll go with Elduin, Delta, and Gwen. I keep wanting to call you Allie. I swear to God I do.
I'm pretty
So,
sure I called you Ali
I-
when I was talking about your character a minute ago.
Dude, I don't know
Why?
why. I do not
I
know
don't
why.
catch it.
Oh my
It's
God.
no, we gotta get in character.
Yeah. So yeah, Gwen, Elduin, Delta. You guys kind of like searching around. It does not take long for you to notice, like, one of the warehouses is. So, okay, let me explain this correctly. The dock ward is very busy, and there are a lot of workers in every single warehouse and constantly around, right? One of these warehouses doesn't seem to have really anybody around it at all. And it's almost painfully obvious that one of these things is not like the other, if that makes any sense at all. The warehouse itself is a little rundown, and there is like, it's kind of like nestled between a few different buildings, and there are alleyways that run on either side of it. The warehouse itself seems abandoned from the outside.
Can I use like perception to kind of see any signs of like nefarious activity, I guess?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. So you see Dr. Nefarious himself.
18.
18. With that perception check, I would say you don't notice anything in the warehouse itself, but on the right side of the warehouse, there is an alleyway. And you see a couple of individuals that seem to be just standing there with no... They're not doing anything, they're just kind of standing there looking around. They seem to be watching or something. It's a
Visible
little
weapons.
suspicious. There are visible weapons on them.
What weapons?
They each have a scimitar on their hip.
Are they conversing?
No,
Okay. And they're like by a door, yeah?
no, they're not by a door. They're by an alleyway.
Yeah. Oh, but they're not like guarding a door in the alleyway. They're just like,
They're at the
Chilling.
opening of the alleyway.
okay,
Where
like
the alleyway
bouncers.
opens into the street.
They
Sort
look-
of, but they're not. it looks like they are like they're standing like off kilter from one another. It's not like one on one side, one on the other side. It's like one of them like sitting on a bench that's next to the alleyway, and the other one's like standing kind of in the alleyway, back against the wall, just kind of like looking around and shit.
Good to know. I had a question and I forgot it. Alduin, you're a smuggler. How would you?
I'm a merchant.
How would you make sure your warehouse is secure, but like doesn't stand out?
Well, there wouldn't be a way for really. Do you really think that I'm a smuggler?
Hypothetically, if you were a smuggler,
I'm not.
not saying you are. Yeah, of course.
Because
of
I'm
course
not.
Of course, yeah. But if you were, how would you guard your warehouse?
Well, heavily, depending on what it was I was selling. I mean, back at our guild, we do tend to sell pretty high-priced things, but I mean, if they're this being a group of thugs, I wouldn't really expect them to be really hiding anything too valuable. I mean, they could very well be hiding something valuable.
Thugs with a warehouse. I mean, they have like a whole warehouse.
It could be repurposed. It could be repurposed, but I do think I want to try and excuse me. Those two seem to be guarding, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I would like to see if we can circle the perimeter and find some way to get around them, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So can we do that?
Try to get around the other side of them, or try to get into the alleyway?
Well, like just like circle around the building.
Yeah.
Just to see.
If we'd be able to. Yeah.
Are you trying to avoid the gaze of those
yes.
people in the alleyway?
Yeah. At least like appear natural, like, you know, like not like we're scoping it out, but just like we're walking.
Roll stealth checks.
Ooh.
10.
Me too.
23.
Ooh. Nice.
12.
And a 20.
I got a 14.
And a 14.
A 23,
not
a 20,
bad.
and a 14.
Not bad.
You guys are rolling pretty fucking
Yeah,
well
we're rolling
today.
good today. Nice one, guys.
Yeah, so they don't seem to notice. Like, they see you, right? But they don't pay you any additional mind. You do a very good job of making yourselves look like casual passerbys. And you get to the other side of the building, and now there is an option here. You can there's another alleyway on the left side of this warehouse, or you could try to get into the door. But the back of the warehouse is a little it's kind of like nestled up against the city wall, like where the wall meets the dock ward, if that makes sense. So it's like surrounded. It's essentially surrounded on all sides by an alleyway.
Is there a window?
There are windows in the warehouse.
Can I peek in?
Mhm.
Alright, I peek.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
15.
15. So inside this warehouse, you see it's pretty run down. There's not really actually. let me see here. Oh. Okay. It is very run down inside this warehouse, but you see currently on the right side, next to that alleyway where those people were standing, like the wall that, like, the alleyway would go like this way and the wall would go like next to it, parallel with it. Next to that wall, you see in the floor, there's like some of the planks are like up, almost like a secret door or something, or like a basement. It looks like basement access, but it It very obviously is made out of the same material as the floor, and you see a couple of individuals currently walking down into that.
Those are the only two people I see.
Yes, you see two individuals walking down. You see no one else in the warehouse. You also don't see anything at all of note in the warehouse. Besides that.
There's people carrying weapons too?
Yep, they sure are.
What are they carrying?
The same thing.
Okay. You said there was like a door, right?
There's a door to the warehouse, but there's like,
Yeah.
when you look in, you can see the front door of the warehouse, the large double doors. You see that there's like rubble and old boards and shit that are like up against the door. So it would be, you wouldn't be able to like open it.
Yeah. I was just wanting to check if it was locked. Is
You
it
can try
locked?
and see if you can see if
Yeah.
it's locked.
Yeah, but
Um,
I'll like kind of casually like brush up against it, like a casual.
They are watching that part of the building.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Like the guy that's sitting on the bench next to the alleyway is far enough forward to where he can just like look right and see the front of the building.
Gotcha. I thought this was against the. I thought we were at like the back door. I guess is what I thought.
I mean,
Go
would
to the
you?
other alleyway.
Is that what you wanted to do? Was go into the left alleyway and go around the back of the building?
Yeah, that's where I thought
Yeah.
we were.
Okay, I apologize. I thought you were at the front still.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, so when you I'll say you made it there and were able to look through the window and stuff, but it's not long before you hear footsteps coming around the backside. As there seems to be people patrolling and you just happened to avoid them the first time around.
Seem like we're going to avoid them now.
No, you're at the back of the building at the door, and they seem to be like, they're about to turn the corner, so you have a few
Okay.
seconds to react.
Yeah, we're gonna back up into the.
Sorry. Okay. Well, my plan is, now that I realize that they're coming, I am just gonna act really drunk and lean on these two guys' shoulders like they're trying to like support me, and I'm just like kind of drunkenly wandering, and they're like trying to keep me under control. So like,
Right.
you know, maybe we just like stumble back here because like drunk
Yeah,
Ellie
yeah.
has to piss or something. I don't know.
There you
Forget when. Yeah.
Okay. So, these two individuals, big brutish human men, they turn the corner, see you three, and one of them immediately goes, "Oi, stop there!"
I'm gonna stop, but like I'm gonna kind of like teeter this whole time.
Both of them have their hands on their scimitars.
No need for that, friends. We're just passing through.
Well, get lost.
No need to be rude.
Happily.
We are lost.
It's
Can
not
can
my
you
problem, is it? Get away from the warehouse.
how
It's private
can you
property.
where's the inn? Where's the inn?
The fuck are you talking about?
You would go sleep?
She's drunk. We will be on our way. Thank you, sir.
Right. Well, get on with it.
All right. I try and like escort her away from the.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just a very convincing drunk. Just
Okay.
singing, like I'm singing
Roll.
a sea shanty.
I need
And
you to
stumbling.
roll a deception check for me.
Oh, hold on. I accidentally just closed roll 20.
Oh
So
boy.
can
Yeah,
I?
Here we go.
I'm gonna sing a sea shanty. As I like stumble. I guess.
Yes. Gwen, I'm gonna need you to sing that.
No.
You know what
No?
that means?
EMCA, sorry. I don't want to go.
I'm pretty sure sea shanties are doing pretty fucking well nowadays. So if you could
Yeah,
please sing for the channel.
No.
Blow my bully boys blow.
It's
Did I roll one? 11.
Mm-hmm.
11.
11.
now. What about Mike? If you were to give her advantage for singing it, like actually singing it though.
So, as you guys are walking away, you turn to walk away. The other man says, "Stop!
Don't stop. Just.
Don't stop.
Just.
Don't stop! Hey, I said stop!"
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with What do you do with a drunken sailor? Morning.
You hear blades being unsheathed behind you.
I'm gonna
You do.
the way of the drunken master essentially where I don't have that, but I'm gonna kind of get into a stance where it appears that I'm still drunk, but I'm actually like very sure-footed and ready in action.
So you're turning to fight? Your choice. You have a few seconds to react. You can either run or fight.
I turn around and make it sound like a large crashing sound is coming from behind them with minor illusion.
Okay.
Try and distract them.
Alright, and you see they're like coming up on you, scimitars drawn, very much intending to attack. I will give you this, but if this doesn't work, it's gonna be initiative.
Okay.
Alright. What's your spell save DC?
A 14.
Oh my god.
Okay. You see as both of these men, momentarily, giving you a couple of more seconds to react, hear this crash behind them and like stop and turn. What do you do?
I whisper, run.
We outie.
Alright, you guys
Okay.
fucking bolt.
We
Yep.
outie.
Alright.
Yep.
You hear them. You hear behind you just "Hey!" and footsteps behind you. Roll stealth checks for me.
Oh gosh.
Oh god.
I honestly thought that me and Foll and Gurgle were picking the dangerous one. Oh no.
No.
What was it?
A 3.
For what?
And that one.
Well, I mean, it's a 3. You don't crit fail on a check, on a skill check.
I mean, I
Oh,
don't think
yes,
it's
you
matters.
do.
Yeah, I think you fucking do. Like in my opinion, you roll a 1, you roll a fucking 1.
Drew,
That's
you know
a
how I-
DM's discretion.
bro.
Delta rolled a 1. Chat. Delta rolled a 1.
No, Delta
that's
didn't
roll
roll one. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Delta rolled
That's
a 1.
I don't know what that means.
Alright.
it's not good. I'll tell you
You
that.
know, if you roll a 20, it's a critical success, right? So like, it's a success, but it's not just you succeed; you real succeed.
I got a critical failure.
Yeah.
You gotta-
Yeah, that's 1 is the exact opposite.
exactly what it's called.
Alright, I'm
Okay.
gonna fuck these guys up then.
Okay, so yeah, so as you guys are running, Delta, you hear like a light little thud behind you as you're running,
Oh fuck.
and you see Acorn is falling out of the pack and is behind you.
Oh. God damn it! God damn it, Acorn.
You can, so you have two options here. You can either keep running and leave Acorn, or you can turn and fight.
Oh, you know what
We
I'm gonna
fight.
do. Are you fucking kidding me? Acorn is my baby.
All
I
right.
immediately stop and turn
Your
around.
mother
and grab
activated.
her.
I would die for Acorn,
I would
and that's
too.
not even my
I'm
pet.
prepared to die for her.
I need to stop reading chat,
I'm
dude. Oh my
not.
god, dude.
Oh.
So,
I'm a clanky boy.
fax noises.
Yeah, you've
I'm
disconnected.
making the dial-up tone.
You're like hiding, and you just hear.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So,
Processing.
you guys turn to fight. Both of you roll initiative.
Well, I mean, I
Three of
Both
us,
of us
right?
or
I would
all of
I would
them?
also
I think all of
be rolling
them.
initiative.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I meant all three of you roll initiative.
Yes.
Where?
24.
Like no, actually, I'm just
Found it,
piecing
found
out.
That's a natty, right? You got a natty.
What's the matter
Wow.
with initiative?
I got a 5.
All right.
What a waste of my natural one.
Yeah, right.
What does
Alright.
initiative mean?
Right, it's your
it's
or,
turn
turn
it-
order.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the higher your initiative roll, the
Gotcha.
quicker you're gonna
Okay,
act.
thanks.
How many of them are there?
There's two.
There's just 2.
We can
Yeah, I'm
punch
not-
you.
I can't
I'm
believe
not
my
even
minor
gonna-
illusion actually worked too.
I'm not even gonna do a battle map for this. Not
Fair
this
enough.
particular one. Just a
Yeah, because it's
second
gonna be
here.
over in 2 seconds. We're gonna really just shred into them.
2 hits. Me hitting you, you hitting the floor.
Yep. Easy.
All right.
Jesus, Mark Wahlberg.
All right. So 25 to 20.
Me,
What'd you get?
24.
All right. 20 to 15.
Keep going.
15 to 10.
Keep going.
Oh wait,
Oh.
shit.
Don't love uh-ohs. Not the biggest.
Nobody 15 to 10.
Nope.
10 to 5.
That's a 9.
Oh.
And I'm a 5. So
Yep. All right.
very.
We may
cool.
die for Acorn.
I don't care.
Y'all might die for
I was
Acorn.
prepared.
All right.
Now.
So you see, as you turn around in the alleyway, these thugs momentarily stop when they see the pseudo dragon fall out of the back of your pack, and it just kind of hits the ground. And like you look and you see Acorn for a second panics, and you hear like that little like "help me" squeak.
Yep.
Which very much triggers your "oh hell no" response. So
It's
at the
skill
top of
activated.
initiative, at the top of initiative, when you see this happen.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, you turn around and you see Delta has like already turned around and is like, okay, we're fighting, because she sees Acorn on the ground.
Just gonna kind of
Or, sorry,
scurry.
Pete.
I'm gonna scurry
Delta's
to
a
get
Pete.
in front of Delta and Acorn. And I'ma just go up to the close guy and I'm gonna punch him.
Punch it.
All right, so you run up to the first guy. Go ahead and roll your first attack, or sorry, roll your attack. You guys are level
Oh,
1.
I do get 2.
She has multiple attacks.
That's an 8.
Oh, bonus action. Yeah, that's a thing, huh?
Yeah. Monka.
Monks. That's an 8. 8 to hit.
And the other, the other one is a 10.
Neither of those hit.
I figured. I'm psyching him out. I'm trying to do this over here so you can come behind and like smack him.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
Give me a second here. Why is this so long? There we go. Alright. So, that's your turn. Oh, wait, you're gonna do the. No, you missed both attacks, right? Okay, and what are you doing after that?
Positioning myself in a way to block them from getting to Acorn. Or Delta. Or the wizard.
Okay.
Or Warlock. Warlock.
Okay, so you're getting in
The
between.
twitchy one.
You're getting in between Elduin and the thug.
Yeah, essentially I'm trying to like make myself into a tank right now.
Okay, gotcha. All right. After your turn, it is the first thug's turn, who immediately, you see, he is interested in Acorn falling out of the pack, but he's like, I'll deal with that later, and he's going to make his way up to you, Gwen. He's going to attack you with a scimitar. That's going to be. That's a 9 to hit.
No. Loser.
No. Yeah, so he walks up to you and he swings the scimitar, and you just like crazy monk shit, just like matrix backwards and dodge it and like
Yeah.
pop up back in his face. Okay. That's his turn. He can't do anything else. Elduin.
I would like to move back a little bit, and as I'm moving, take out my crossbow. If I can do that as a free action.
Okay.
Cool. And I am going to make an attack with it. On
So like as you're running, you reach back and like pull your crossbow out.
Mhm.
I assume
And,
it's preloaded.
it is indeed. I keep it preloaded.
Okay.
Keep that thing strapped.
You know I keep that motherfucking thing on me.
Yeah, dude.
Safety's
Alright.
off at all times.
Always.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna roll to attack the one that she is currently engaged with.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That is a 20.
Nice.
Unnatural 20.
All right.
Yes.
The book is falling apart.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's old. 20 to hit, right? Yeah,
Yep.
that hits.
Alright, cool.
100%.
How do I do the damage?
You roll it. You mean-
Yeah, but
Why are you even? I don't even know why you're using roll 20. You have like
because
a
I
die.
don't want to get my dice out. How do you? Yeah, how do you do that though?
How do you roll damage?
Yeah. I don't. Want
Click
Just
on
do-
the attack.
Slash roll in the chat.
Yeah, just do slash roll.
I mean, I could, but.
Should
Or-
be able to just click on the name of the
Right.
attack. That's what I do.
Yeah, and I did.
Oh, by the way-
rolled the
Oh,
attack.
the damage? You click
Yeah.
on the light crossbow in the chat,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
and that calculates.
Hey, that's a
everything
9
for
piercing
you.
damage. Thank you.
All right. Oh, that's how that works. Oh
Yep.
shit, that's cool. It's really
It
good.
took me a bit, but I learned it.
Very cool.
All right, cool. 9 piercing damage. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So he's like reaching back to attack again, and like your crossbow bolt like goes through his elbow, and you see him just like and like reels in pain. He starts bleeding horribly from that wound. He's looking already pretty rough.
Yeah. And that's gonna be it for my turn.
All right. It's the second thug's turn. He's gonna move over to you, Elduin. Going without
Did he-
going into combat range of Gwyn.
I meant
Actually,
to
no.
say that I did when I say I was moving, I meant like I was moving, like I was.
Oh, you're getting far back. Okay.
Yeah.
So then he would go up to Delta then.
Okay.
All right. Oof. This is one of those games where the players roll well and the DM rolls like garbage.
No.
Dude.
That's an
What a
8 to hit.
bummer.
How sad.
8 to hit Delta, which I believe does not hit. What's your armor class, Delta? I know it's higher than 8. I don't even know why I'm asking.
15.
Let me see. Yes, it is. All right.
Big ol'
Yeah, that does not hit you. He doesn't realize that you're a Warforged. So like he hits you, and it just like clang, and he like looks and he's like, he like looks at you, looks back at his sword, and then looks at you in the eyes, and he's got that like, oh shit.
Oh.
Like,
Aye.
oh no.
Screwed
Yeah.
up.
And fittingly, it is Delta's turn next.
Oh my god. Can I just please cast Burning Hands on this motherfucker? Please. You made me
Yes.
mad.
Yeah.
Out for blood.
Okay. I'll just click on it then. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, that's about to be a lot of damage.
6
isn't it?
fire damage. Not much actually.
Is that all I have to do? I think.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. That's 6 fire damage.
Yeah.
That's the one that's in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, he has to make a saving throw.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's a fail. So yeah, he's gonna take full damage on that.
Yes.
Oof.
Ooh.
So they're both looking pretty hurt. One of them has been shot through the elbow with a crossbow, and the other one is like on fire.
What you get?
I think Burning Hands actually does set them on fire, correct?
I think.
It sets
They fail a check, right?
things on fire. It doesn't
Oh.
set them on fire. Like anything that's not worn or carried gets
Ignites
that
any
is
flammable objects. Ah, gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, so it definitely like hits some barrels that are in the alleyway, and they begin to burn, and you guys see smoke just coming up. All right. So, is that your turn, Delta?
Again?
No, I was
Is
saying,
that-
are you
is
done?
that your
Are you
turn?
done? Is that your turn?
Oh.
You're done.
Can I do anything else, or is that it?
You could move if you want.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Gwen, back to you.
Killing these people. Like, are we doing non-lethal? Or are we doing lethal?
They're thugs.
That's up to you. You don't really have time to communicate.
no.
in this
I
situation.
know. I'm the guy that has the arrow in his elbow, right?
Yep.
That's the one in front of me. I'm gonna punch him.
All right, you punch him. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Yes, sir. 15, 18.
15 hits.
Okay.
Oh, 18. 18 definitely hits.
5, and then that's a 3. You don't get the bonus, the +4 on the second attack damage.
Right.
You only get it on the front first.
Yep.
So a 5 and a 3. So 8.
Would you like to apply that other damage to the other guy? Because this guy's done. He had 3 hit points left.
Can I do that? Like, is he within range?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what you would have done is you would have
You
made
can-
an
you
attack
would've-
as your
you would've
action,
attacked
and then he would have gone down.
And then moved.
Yeah,
and then
but
you
I
could've-
wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have moved.
Yes,
You
because
would've- you would've had
you
to-
I
don't have to
couldn't
do your
have,
bonus action as part of your
Couldn't
action.
have punched forward and then brought an elbow back and got the other guy.
No, they're not close enough together. You would have had to have moved. But I mean, you
Damn
can. You're able
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. So are you killing this guy?
I'm gonna
Or
go
are
ahead
you
and
going
do
non-lethal?
non-lethal right now, and then we'll talk about whether or not we're gonna kill him.
Okay,
Or if we
gotcha.
kill this guy, then we'll go ahead and. Oh, I don't want to. Hold on. What would she do?
If you don't, I will.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, okay.
I don't, because otherwise they find out. No, wait, no, I'm not gonna kill him. I won't. I won't do it.
Okay. That's up to you. All right.
Yeah, no.
So you just like cold cock this motherfucker and knock him unconscious. He falls to the ground, and then you run over to the other one, and he like looks and like is about to say something, and you just like smack him right in the jaw, and he's like, ugh. He's still up, but he's looking really rough. That your turn?
Yeah.
All right. The next turn would have been the one that you knocked out, so it's all the way to Elduin now.
All right. Well, I'm going to look at this guy, put down the crossbow a little bit, and point a finger at him, and cast Toll the Dead.
Ooh, that's a con save, right?
It is, I believe. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That is a 13.
He fails.
Yep. So
So he will-
Delta and Gwen, you guys, you see Elduin point, and you just hear this loud bell, just ding, that echoes through the alleyway, and then you see the guy like hold it. He's like holding his head, and then how much damage is it, Drew?
I do a D12 since he's been damaged before, right?
Yep.
All right. How does one go about doing that? On here.
You can either type in /R and then do the thing, or there is a picture on the little toolbar of a D20. You can go down there and click on the D12.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
Did someone draw a picture of Gurgle?
I might have.
That's
You
incredible.
definitely did. When the... Of course, that didn't do it right. He takes 3 necrotic damage.
3?
Yeah.
Cool. Are you killing him or are you knocking him out?
We'll knock
I
him
guess
out.
you really. Do you have a choice
Well-
with spells?
I don't think you do.
With necrotic too?
It just kind of happens, yeah. This guy, he's like holding his head, and you see like blood begin to like drip out of his nose, and he just collapses. So initiative is over. That's the only 2 of them currently. So Delta, you're able to quickly scoop up Acorn, but you guys hear more footsteps coming and yells down the alleyway on the other side. And you see
Hide the bodies.
there's some barrels caught on fire, so like there's large smokestack coming from behind this alleyway.
Wait, oh, from the burning hands?
Yeah, some of the barrels in the alleyway caught on fire.
Need to get out of here.
Can we not do anything about the bodies?
It doesn't matter. They're
Do we
going to
want
find
to?
them regardless. We need to get out of here.
You don't have time. You're either gonna fight the other people that are coming, or you're gonna run. You don't
How
have
many
time to hide the body.
How many people?
It sounds like
We
quite a
don't
few.
know. Yeah, it
Okay,
sounds.
then
Yeah, we need to
think
leave
we're out
now.
here.
I'm going to
We
stop.
We
leave.
gotta go. Bye.
All right, so you guys grab Acorn and run. Thug 1
Crisis
and
of
Thug
Rhoda.
2, Marshall says. So you guys dip out of the alleyway. I need you to roll another stealth check, please.
Alrighty.
10.
Jesus, another
6.
one. Hold on. Oh God.
What is this? We just flipped rolls. Watch. She's gonna roll really high.
20.
Hold on, stealth right there.
Yeah.
13.
Reasonably high.
That's not bad.
Above average, yeah.
What was it? What was it, Drew?
10. Gwen got 10, I got a 6, and Delta got a 13.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm just gonna like walk fast.
Well, okay. They rolled a 4, a 6, and a natural 1
Oh my god,
on their perceptions.
Wait.
so good.
Don't
I
you
love
love
them
winning by
seasoned, don't they?
incompetence?
Do what?
Then one of them sees me, don't they?
Possibly. You don't know.
Oh no. Run.
You guys, as you're running through the smoke, you guys break free of the alleyway and dart out into the town square. And you look behind you, and you see a couple of people that were running behind you run past the alleyway that you cut through to get out.
Go! The blacksmith.
Go team.
Go back.
So you guys got out. So, anyway, while that's happening, Foal, Gurgle, and Bo, you guys, after quite a trek, find yourselves at the door of the shady little tavern tucked into the back of an alleyway on the mountainside of the city. The door is half broken and kind of hanging off. It's plain. There are no windows. It's just kind of open holes in this wall, and there are like you can hear like a rowdy fuss inside, and just like this. It sounds like a hurdy-gurdy playing music. And you can see candlelight coming from said windows. And there's a fucked up sign over the roof that says the broken table.
Okay, I turn to Gurgle and I say, "Now listen here, mate. I'm not gonna lie. You've probably walked in with the kind of group that's gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Like them over there in the warehouse, probably having a pretty chill time, just having a little look. No real problems. It's gonna maybe get a little bit dicey for us. So maybe, I just want to give you a bit of forewarning. You know, we might not have chosen a peaceful option."
Okay.
And I look at Foal and say, "I don't think I need to tell you anything apart from maybe not cut them down straight away."
I have some patience there.
And I guess we'll just bash the door open.
You bash the door open?
I mean, like, I'm gonna open it like I'm wondering if I can take a big confident step in there.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. You take a confident step in there. What you see is this rundown tavern with like 5 tables in a circle, and there are 2 individuals in the middle of this makeshift circle beating the shit out of each other. There's a few people like surrounding the tables. They're just like, yeah, fuck him up. There's like spilled beer all over the fucking place, and there's just this one individual standing behind the bar with this like fanged grin. You see this individual wearing like a black tunic and black pants, long sleeves, slicked back black hair that is pulled back between these 2 red horns that come back and like fold upward. You see red skin, bright gold eyes, and just a big smile. And you even see like a small tail behind him just like flicking. As this very obviously a tiefling is just kind of like washing out a mug and just like kind of like looking around the people looking. And you guys walk in and he kind of like looks over. Oh, well, looks like we've got some new patrons. A good luck there, Farron. And he turns to you all and he says, "Oh, welcome to the Broken Table."
I guess Bo would kind of like just shuffle Gurgle in as well a little bit. I think he would like put his hand on his shoulder and kind of bring him in maybe. And then
quite happily following.
Good, excellent. I'm still doing the hand on the shoulder. And go over to the tiefling at the bar.
Yeah. He sees you. As you walk over, he sets the glass down, leans into the bar, and says, "Welcome, friend. What have you come for? A drink or something?" He kind of looks over at the fight. Something more interesting.
And I look over at Follow and I say, "I think a drink will do first, won't it?"
Right. What do you have?
A drink.
I'll take. Have you got any? You got any brandy, whiskey? You know, something a little bit fiery.
Fiery.
Well,
Fire water, straight from Runeforge on the continent of Eldea.
sounds perfect to me.
I'll take that.
It'll be 3 per.
We'll take 3.
All right. He gives you he brings 3 tall flagons of this clear liquid. And you can smell the burn before you even take a sip of it.
Okay. I'll drop this one and I'll pass one over to Gurgle and one to Fall, and take one myself and take a big swig.
Before you drink, before
Okay.
he hands it over, he sets him down, but he's still got his hand on it, and he holds his other hand out.
Yeah, I'll pay. That's fine. How what did you say? 3 gold per?
3 gold per. Yeah.
Done. No problem. It's basically the only thing that Bo's ever spent any money on.
Right. Thank you for your patronage. And he kind of sets them each in front of you. He sets he sets this large, tall flagon of liquid in front of you, full of this liquid that smells like. It smells like what fire feels like.
Oh god. I don't know if Gurgle drinks. He didn't say the last one.
To give you a little bit of perspective here, this is essentially, it's like Everclear, but stronger.
No.
And probably tastes shittier.
Oh, it's terps. Okay. Yay, turpentine.
Now, Bo isn't. Now, let me be clear. Bo isn't like intentionally like peer pressuring you. He just assumes
Yeah.
that you want a drink. Like he is doing his bit. Like to. He's not like trying to be like, well, you know, we're gonna make sure that you get drunk. He's just more like, these are my new guildmates, these are my crew, and I'm gonna buy them a fucking drink.
Yeah.
Right. So, he kind of like leans in and says, "You three, you're from the guild, yeah?"
Well, how does he know that? Has he seen? We
Yeah.
haven't got anything on. We've taken our things off.
You don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
What makes you think we're from there?
Call it intuition, if you will.
Intuition, you say? Well, maybe we are, maybe we aren't, but maybe we're not here on guild business, if you know what I mean.
Oh. Looking for something more interesting then.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so.
And what would
Yeah.
that be?
information, if
please.
you will.
What kind of information? You gotta give me more than that.
On a particular group that's been causing some trouble.
Oh. What group would that be?
I believe they call themselves the Rippers.
The Rippers. Well. I don't know if I'd call them particularly troublesome. They don't seem to bother me. But if you're looking for information about them, what kind of information you looking for? I mean, there's a lot someone like me knows.
Let's just say we've run into someone who's had a little bit of a problem with the Rippers, and we might want to, you know, just know a little bit more about them. You know, find out what they might be dealing with.
Ah. Did you get hired by Terra?
Now, how do you know Tara?
I'm not close with her, but Ripper's been coming into my tavern talking shite about her for a couple weeks. At least.
Now, because to me, she seemed like a pretty sound girl.
She's quite friendly. Her uncle was an idiot. Probably the reason she's in all this trouble now.
And what are they saying about her?
Anything they can create from their little pea brains that would cause people to not want to do business with her. You thinking about trying to stop the Rippers?
Maybe.
We can't say too much, but we're thinking about, you know, maybe giving them a little bit to think about. Shall we say that? I think you catch my drift.
Well, there's... You know, to be quite honest, I don't much like the Rippers, but I do have a reputation to uphold, so I'd not break with this information without some motivation, if it were.
I'm gonna reach in my pouch and grab out 15 gold. Yup.
Sounds like you're from the city. He holds his hand out. You know how things work. He takes the gold and puts it in a pouch. Their leader's out of town currently. Left a shithead named Victor in charge. He tends to run the place like an idiot, of course. But if you're gonna do something, now's your best chance. If the leader's back, they're more organized, they listen to him, regardless of whether he's right or wrong. Victor tends to split the opinions, if it were. I'd say, right now, they're probably all gathered at that warehouse. More than likely.
Do you know
What
how
else?
many of them there are?
About 20. By my count, they could have gotten bigger. Could be recruiting people I don't know about. But at least 20 that I know of.
And I sort of like flex a little bit, and I go, and how many of them do you think, if we were to get, you know, a bit fighty with them, how many of them do you reckon, like, what do you think about it? Do you think that they can, like, they could take us? You know your way around a fucking fight, don't you? I bet you size people up in here all the time.
You assume I don't just talk my way out of things.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you, and I'm seeing that you've seen a fair few fights in your time. I bet you know how to pick a winner.
Oh, you're probably right. I'm not much for gambling. More about choosing who I know is going to win.
And these rippers.
All depends. I don't know anything about you.
I'll tell you what, all you need to know about me, love, is I took that one down the other day.
Oh, love. Are you getting flirty?
Mate, I call everyone love.
Well, I'm sure there's some intention behind it, right? And he kind of winks at you.
If it helps, then sure.
Well, like I said, there's about 20 of them. They're probably gathered at their warehouse, and they're without leadership currently. What else do you need?
Sounds good. And I turn around and look at the kind of fight, which I assume is just carrying on behind me.
Yeah.
But I think I'll be back later.
I think I will be too.
I'd love to see you two go at it. That would be incredibly interesting.
Not quite like that, though.
I'd love to see it. You're more than welcome to come back. Just make sure you get more coin. You see him like pause for a second, and he kind of like looks out the window next to the bar. Out of curiosity, you wouldn't be planning to do anything tonight, would you?
I mean, unless you could tell me why that might not be such a great idea, then perhaps.
Well, I'm only curious if you've already done something. And he kind of points out the window. And you see this large billowing tower of smoke coming from the other side of the city.
No, I'm pretty sure that we haven't. We're planning on maybe going over there in a bit, but I don't think we've done anything. No, we ain't done anything yet, mate. We came over. We don't even know nothing about them. We wouldn't just run in there like a bunch of fucking idiots.
Fair enough. Well, someone's done something on that side of town. I don't know if it's related or not.
Probably not.
Given the conversation, I'd say there's at least not a 0 chance.
And sorry, God.
No, I was just going to say I'll get back to work if you don't have any more questions.
Sounds good to me. I think I'd go over and, like, if there's any tables that aren't broken, I'd be going down and taking a little drink and maybe ushering kind of Fall and Gurgle over to have a little drink. We got time as far as I'm concerned.
Alright.
Gurgle is actually worried though.
Though I think maybe we should go meet them.
Well, that seems
They could
perfectly
already
fine
be
to me.
there.
What do you
I'm gonna
think?
get back to work.
What do you mean meet them? They said we
Yeah.
got an hour. I just bought you guys a fucking drink.
I bought you information.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me finish this, and I'll be
Am
on my
I-
way.
Gonna have because he's bought this drink and obviously he's like Gurgle thinks he's taken some kind of like offense at it not being drunk, but he's worried and he wants to go. What kind of constitution saving throw am I gonna have to roll for chugging it?
You just have to find out.
I'm asking because I'm doing.
Oh, buddy. All right.
Oh, he's chucking it back. It won't all go in, clearly.
Roll a con save.
It is
Actually, are all three of you chugging it? Are you going?
I'll chug.
I'll raise my glass to Fall and Gurgle and chug.
All right, cool.
I'll go with a 9.
All three of you roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 15 plus my con of 3, so that's 18.
Yep.
That's
yep,
a
yep.
16 for me.
Okay.
It's a 9 for me.
That tracks.
Foal and Foal and Bo kill it, and it's fucking strong. It's like you finish it and you're like.
Can I say then, when I finish, I do a little burp and maybe a little bit of fire comes out as well.
Oh yeah, that's totally fine. Just like a little.
Just a little puff, yeah.
Yeah. But both of you guys feel it, and then you look over, and Gurgle's like half of it's like pouring onto his face, like as he like tilts it up, and then he slams it down. Gurgle, you're drunk as fuck.
Yeah, Gurgle goes to take it
and also half
face.
of that ended up on the floor, and it like ran over your face, so now your face is like all red and shit because it's basically like pouring rubbing alcohol over your face. So you're all tingly and you're drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we go now.
Yeah, I guess you guys are right. We probably should go and find out what the others done. I bet they just fucking sat around doing nothing now. I bet they... Just so fucking boring, you know? Just going and like scouting out a place when you could be drinking some beer. Just fucking boring. But we'll go anyway, it's fine, it's alright. We'll go and bring him some excitement.
On that note, going back to the other three. You guys are running through the crowd. Alright, where do you go from here? You can see the pillar of smoke rising from the alleyway behind you.
But those guys aren't following us anymore, right?
The smoke seems to be getting more intense.
But those guys aren't like behind us, right?
Nope.
I'm gonna stop running. I'm gonna stop looking so conspicuous by running from a fire that we started.
You did it! I don't know, as three people just sprint by.
And so people are like looking at
wasn't
the
them.
fire, I'll like turn around and be like, oh wow, I hope everyone's okay over there. Like I'm gonna blend in and like slowly maneuver my way not back to the blacksmith shop because that's also sketchy as fuck, but maybe to the tavern.
Okay. So you begin making your way to the tavern. So I would say about halfway between the tavern and where you guys are, you guys converge. And you see a very drunk Gurgle, followed by a pretty chill and happy looking Foal and Bo. The alcohol's taken hold. You guys are a little buzzed, but not drunk. Whereas Gurgle is just he's gone. He's just gone.
One could say gurgled.
He's gurgled. Oh, that's a fucking thing now, isn't it? Get gurgled.
Shout out to the person who said that in chat.
Yep. He got gurgled. So, as you guys converge, the other three, Gurgle, Foal, and Bo, you see Delta. Well, Delta doesn't really have facial expressions, so Delta's chill, but you see Elduin and Gwyn with a bit of a concerning look on their face.
What happened with you guys then? How many are there, do you reckon?
So as like I come up,
Two less now.
Yeah, as I come up, Acorn like peeks out from the backpack and looks straight at Bo and tries to talk to him to tell him like what just happened.
Yeah,
What's that, lassie? Trouble in the well?
Unicorn's just like squeaking and trying to talk so bad because she wants to be like, "Oh, this happened."
I look straight at Delta and I'm like, "What'd you fucking do to her? What'd you do with her? Is she all right?"
She's fine. We took care of it. Not a big deal. Again, I died
Took care
for
of
her.
what?
She's just missing a leg. She's okay. No, just play.
No.
Just kidding. She's not missing a leg.
completely fine.
She's fine.
She's completely fine. She's fine. She's fine.
We may have gotten caught.
Yeah.
But we took care of it.
Okay.
We were investigating. And I think we played it off fairly well, but apparently we didn't.
Why don't you stop like dancing around the issue? Tell me what you fucking did.
Well, 2 of them have been taken care of.
And by which you mean?
They have been taken care of.
And they're still alive?
Kill mine. I did not kill mine.
They have been
Dispatched.
Okay, so we killed 2 guys. Brilliant.
You would have done the same. You cannot deny that.
I mean, probably, but at least what did you at least say who the fucking message was from?
We
No.
didn't quite.
If you're gonna send a message, you gotta tell them who it's from. Have you never fucking done this before?
We also don't want her to get in trouble for this. I mean,
Yeah, we don't want it going back to her.
They just know that some dickheads have come along and beat up a few of their people.
Yeah.
exactly. That's all
You've
they
taught
need
them
to
that.
know.
They don't need to know that.
Anonymous dickheads.
You gotta leave them know. You gotta do something. You gotta let them know who. You gotta let them know who they can't fuck with.
No, that's exactly who we. They just need to know not to mess with people.
No, they need to know not to mess with anyone. Did you tell him not to mess with people?
Well, no, because he killed them. So
So how the fuck are they supposed to know what they're not and what they are and aren't supposed to do?
I didn't
Well,
kill
there were
mine.
people coming after us. We
Does
they
that,
know.
Does that pillar of smoke have anything to do with what you guys did?
Oh yes,
Yes.
yes.
So all I'm saying is, if I'm a gang of thugs, right, and some fuckers come up and set a fire in my warehouse and kill 2 of my people, what am I
We
thinking?
didn't set
Am I-
fire to
Only
the
one's
warehouse.
dead. One
Oh, well, the warehouse is on fire, and there's a person dead, and there's another one who's fucking close, and I come over there and I come back. Let's say I've gone on a fucking business trip because that's what he's fucking done, and then just while I happen to be on a business trip, my warehouse gets set on fire. One of my guys is dead, another one's fucking hurt, and I'm supposed to think, oh yeah, I better not bother dealing with like one specific person in town. They're gonna think it's a fucking gang war.
Are there any other?
I don't fucking know, but neither do you.
Fair enough.
Gurgle's friends need to stop shouting.
This wasn't our plan. Like, we didn't
Well, then what do you-
intend for this. Like, it just.
I don't understand. Let me just say, I don't understand how 3 people managed to go to a broken fucking table where there's literal fights going on. We drink like this firewater that's Gurgle is fucking gone. And yet we've had less trouble than you guys. You're the good ones. You're supposed to be the calm ones.
Gurgle sat on the floor
Yeah,
now.
we are supposed to be the good ones.
Well, I can say I had a lot of fun.
Didn't. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm concerned.
Right, well how the fuck are we going to clear up this mess?
I think we gotta go and finish what they started.
I agree with the big guy.
Yeah.
But did you find anything out?
Well, we found out a certain few things. Yeah, well we found
Like-
out...
Yeah, like what?
There
big-
with the class.
The big guy, the leader, is out of town at the moment, right? And
Oh, now's the perfect time to attack.
exactly right. Now would be the perfect time to attack, but it would also be the perfect time to attack if you were a rival gang. So we need to let them know exactly what this is, right? If we're doing this whole fucking don't fuck with the people thing, then we need to let them know that we're doing the whole don't fuck with the people thing. So I say,
We gotta send a message.
we've got to send a fucking message.
We did not intend to be the ones to send the message right then and there. We were merely trying to gather information.
Listen, I don't really give a fuck. What matters is what the big guy thinks when he comes back. And if we don't go there and give him a very fucking specific message, he's going to come back and he's going to get the wrong idea.
Well, then we very well should.
And that's probably why we came back to see you. Can
Well,
help
you did
us.
the right thing there.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably head off to get Gurgle his shield.
I mean,
should he really be fighting though? Like, he looks
We
like he's
could
about to fall
we could
over.
wait until nightfall. And...
I think he's going to need his shield.
Although we are supposed to
in
be
the
back in
state
the
he's in.
guild at some point, are we not?
Yeah. He's a bit
Gargoyle will be fine.
inebriated.
It's just one drink.
Mike,
People
did
fine.
we get told how long this guy's going to be away for?
No, you did not.
Okay. I would say I think we've got to strike now. Like, I don't know how long this guy's going to be away, and like, if we're going to make a fucking impact here, we've got to go before. Well, we've got to go while we know they're weak.
I was gonna say it's like
There's
later in
chaos
the
over
evening
there.
now, isn't it?
Mike.
Like
What now? Huh?
it's like later in the evening now,
I was
right?
listening to that. It's probably it's like early evening at this point.
Early evening. Okay.
Probably like 5 o'clock.
I
You
believe
had to put a time on it.
we should go and get Gurgle his shield because it's been about maybe an hour
Yeah.
between we should go get Gurgle his shield, go back to the guild, settle our business there, and then we can go rough up some thugs.
I'm uneasy about going back and showing our face before we finish what we started.
Should we take a vote?
Fair enough.
So I would say all those in favour. We'll get Gurgle his shield. I'm not going to lie, I might have bought him a little bit too much alcohol. And I think him having the ability to defend himself a little bit better than before might be useful. And that's on me, and I'll hold my hands up there. That's on me. But I didn't set a fucking warehouse on fire and kill a guy. So I think, we'll let bygones be bygones on that one. Anyway, I would say all those in favour are going and getting Gurgle his shield and then sending a little bit of a message. If you want to raise your hands. And I raise my hand.
I
I
Gurgle
raise
has
my
no
hand.
idea what's going on, and he will raise his hands to both options.
Fair enough. I see I've been outvoted. That is fine.
All
I
right.
think we should get this taken care of before the guild finds out. Yeah.
It's always better to ask for
Agreed.
forgiveness than to ask for permission.
Well, I didn't think we were going to ask for... I wasn't going to bring it up to
They
them.
know a lot of shit that goes on in this
No.
town, my man.
And you think that they're not going to find out about us falling into... This...
I'm saying if we solve the
issue?
problem, it might be a little bit easier to argue our way out of it. I think we might have already fucked this one.
Probably. But you know what? Why not go out in glory then?
As you guys begin making your way back to Terrace to claim the shield, you look up and you see the tower of smoke now rising from the dock ward, and you see the sun setting behind it as a cool wind blows through.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Copy.
Carpe, no!
There we go.
We're back. So
Uh,
you see the sun. You see the sun set behind this pillar of smoke as this cool wind blows through, and you can hear the panic begin to set in the town square. That's where we're going to pick up next session. And
No!
We're gonna go
We
ahead
set the town on
and
fire.
end this episode.
Ah.
Yep. That's going to be the end
Take our
of this
medallions
episode.
off.
That's it.
Because Mike needs to fucking get on roll 20.
True, that's fair.
Well, it's almost 7 o'clock. We've been playing for a good bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
True.
about 4 hours. Wow.
Yep. So,
Crazy.
That's like
Yeah.
4 minutes.
good session,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, great
A
session,
lot-
guys. Thank you
A
so
lot,
much.
a lot of RP. Next session, maybe a lot of combat. We'll see what you guys do.
Yes.
But we'll kick off with you guys going to Terrace to get Gurgle's shield next session. So, to chat, thank you guys for coming as always for Chumps and Champions. This is awesome. I'm having such a blast, and I hope you guys are too. To chat and to the players. This campaign is looking to be something really, really cool. So
Yeah, I can't wait for the next session already, guys.
it's going to be really good.
Oh, it's gonna be.
I will say, from now on, unless my schedule clears up drastically, from now on it will be a 2-week gap between episodes. So the next episode will be in 2 weeks. So no episode next weekend, but the next weekend we'll pick up with episode 3, and then episode 4, and onward.
I think it'll be the
February
6th. Yep.
Yeah.
February 6th. Okay, so February 6th will be episode 3 of Chumps and Champions. Be sure to tune in. And while you're at it, if are the Twitch channels and the links and everything for all of you guys?
Yeah, let me drop this. Just if you haven't already, thank you, Ali.
Yeah. So everyone in this stream has a Twitch channel. We all stream various things, but if you enjoy what you see and you like us as people outside of Dungeons and Dragons, go give
Yeah,
a
drop
follow.
these guys a follow, everyone. They are. We stream on my channel, but these guys do just as much as I do, if not more. So make sure you drop them a follow as well. They are really lovely people, and yeah.
I don't know about more.
Well, Ven, you fucking certainly do.
Well, she's basically famous at this point. No, but on the real, thank you guys for joining. Also, don't forget to go and check out the YouTube channel for Chumps and Champions. There is a dedicated YouTube channel now where we will be editing and uploading all of the episodes of Chumps and Champions for your viewing pleasure. So go and drop a subscribe, whatever. Insert generic YouTube line here.
Yeah, the VOD for this one should go up in a couple of days. The VOD for the first episode, if you missed it, is already there. So if you want to drop by the channel, I'll put it up on the Discord. I will drop a link to it here. There you go. So there's the first episode's up, and the second episode will be up in a couple of days. So you can watch back.
And thank you to everyone that followed while we were playing.
Yes, so-
including the raid.
So thank you, Eager, for the raid. That was really, really.
Oh, we got raided.
Cash money.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a raid.
Nice.
So
Very
just
nice.
Rossiu, Silverin, Air Vigilante, Phoebe Nash, RG Breen, and Nat 30s. Thank you all very much for the follows. Eager, thank you so much for the raid. I'm glad to see you here as well. I know Eager plays D&D as well, so she's great, and you should drop her a follow as well.
Heck
Thanks,
yeah.
Iga.
Thank you, Iga.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. Well, with that, I guess tune in February 6th for the next one. We'll see you guys
Yeah.
then.
See,
Yeah.
we burned
Everybody say
down
bye.
an entire city.
See you all.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.